My butt. Well, howdy, folks. Thank you all for moseying on over to our show. I assure you we got some exciting content ahead of us, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Oh, I got me a fine wife, got no fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I put cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny riddle. Oh, thank God I'm a backyard boy with a guest starring John Brennan.
Yes, for your viewing pleasure this evening, we have John Brennan, director, producer, musician, TV cast member of The Last Drive with Joe Bob Briggs, and podcaster, possibly a writer, an actor. I don't know. Why don't we ask him? Welcome, John Brennan.
Oh, hey, how you doing there? Yeah, I try to do all those things, but mostly I just like to eat burritos and take a little nap. That's my favorite.
And that's okay
thing to do.
too.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. So thank you for having me. I don't know what's happening. I see myself on the screen, but there were 20 people before. Can the people at home see those people? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Hello, introduce all our guests.
How you doing?
Hey, John.
Hi. So wait.
Nice
so
to
what's
meet you.
going on? This is on YouTube. Where is it? What is this thing that I'm looking
Everywhere.
at? StreamYard. Oh, everywhere. Good.
Yeah. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, and we're on Rumble. All three simulcasting at the same time. So,
And we're on X. We're on the new
people
X.
have
X. Yeah.
options.
What the fuck is that all about? What did Elon Musk just want to destroy Twitter for some unknown reason, or is what? I mean, what is it? What is he doing?
Well, what really
Not very
happened is he
unknown,
joined
I
forces with HBK, and now it's Degeneration Twitter.
Oh, and this whole time I thought
that
it
would
had
be
something
better.
to do with SpaceX, but apparently that's not true, Mr. Ray.
It's not called DX.
Oh,
It's called
Not true.
DMX.
I used to do X in high school. I had to put it down. Holes in your brain, they say, John. A lot of them.
A lot of them.
I used to do my ex in high school.
Yeah, what was his name, Jerry? What was his name?
Myself.
Will you DM me on X? DM X?
Yes.
X gonna give it to you.
Don't give
Rest
it to
in
you.
fucking peace, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, John, did you know
Yeah.
that every Easter Sunday, Granny goes to the gravesite of DMX and leaves a pyramid of cornbread?
He's dead?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. That's Michael Clark Duncan.
Fucking disrespect.
I always get those guys confused. Sometimes they say that a certain type of folk may look alike, and that folk is Jesus. All right, outside. That was my fault, John.
But wait,
Fuck you,
who's-
Stevie.
who's the grandma?
Listen, I'm not the only one there with cornbread. All right. Have you ever seen the Green Mile?
Thanks for the cornbread, boss.
My
Mr. Bojangles.
My cat's name is Mr. Bojangles, as a matter of fact, if I say that a few more times.
I know where you were going, Stevie, but I have to disagree with you. I don't think anyone can mistake Michael Clark Duncan. He was quite the large individual.
He's a large
He was the
Why is there
There
so
you go.
much hate in the world, pals?
There you go. putting actual facts out there to take out my humor again.
What
is this?
Explain the joke.
They're dismantling it. Holy shit.
I touched a
Oh
man
my
genitally.
God.
I don't know if this is another one of his troll moves, because we've known him to say things and do things before in the past that didn't turn out to be much more than a prank on us. But this
He's
looks
got the
pretty
money
real.
to do it.
Mr. Musk, take down that logo.
Well, if you go to x.com, it points right to Twitter. So x.com is now, the domain for Twitter.
No, are you sending people to pornography right now?
No, it's real.
I'll take the
It's
hit.
real.
NXX.
It's either real or it's the biggest troll he's pulled on us since he started owning the company.
Fellas, I can confirm that, yeah, WWX is in.
Wow.
Yeah.
It still comes up as twitter.com at the very top once you put it in, but
Still needs
works.
2 more X's. XXX.
Unreal. What? I don't know what he's thinking.
NXX.
Pussy.
You guys
I know
are
a guy,
fucking-
John. I know a guy that pulled a really funny prank once. He went up into this tree next to a pool, and he was like, "Hey, everybody, watch! I'm gonna do a flip." And then next thing you
Real
know,
funny, Steve.
oh
he fooled
shit,
his parents into thinking he was dead, which he
Yeah.
was. 13
Oh
minutes.
wait. I went when I went to school. People said there was this kid. He went up to the 3rd floor. He screamed out, "I'm gonna jump! I'm gonna jump!" There was only one teacher in the courtyard at the time. They ran in to go get help. He ran downstairs. He laid on the floor and pretended he was dead. Now I don't know if that's an urban legend, but wait, you're saying that your friend actually did that?
yes, and
Yeah,
not
the
only
guy
is
right
that our
there.
friend,
Yeah, you're
he's-
sitting right beside him.
Wait,
Yep.
who? Which one?
Watch, ready?
Except for the
Watch,
running
show
down
him.
the
Put your
stairs
hand up.
part.
Oh,
Show him. Ready? Watch, ready?
Holy shit!
Yeah, his prank wasn't fake. He didn't run down any stairs, and nor will he ever again.
Whoa. Okay, so I see what happened. This is crazy. So you actually did it, and he pretended to do it.
Allegedly.
And also, well,
Who's
I'd like to
mocking
say
him?
that pre-heart attack Kevin Smith shouldn't throw stones at glass houses.
Oh, was that?
Thanks for derailing the show again, Granny.
Granny, that's
we
my friend.
appreciate when he does
Who's
that.
is my
Who's
friend
that?
here?
Is that me? You're saying I'm pre-heart
Oh
attack?
God.
Yeah, you just get a hat and a trench coat.
Wait, which
I
one
know.
said that? Which one said that? Who
Yep.
said that?
Yep. Bring him up to the front. Bring him to the front.
He's next to you. He's right fucking next to you with the OJ stupid head.
The hole. Oh, I see.
It's
the hole.
OJ. It's not
Look
OJ.
at this guy.
I'm sorry,
You have something to say? I mean, look at you. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Like, fucking
John,
Really
this guy's a
white-
problem. This
Very
guy's a
white
problem.
trash, dude.
This guy's talking shit. I mean, look
John,
I'm
at
extremely
don't-
white trash.
guys,
look at his
don't worry.
fucking head. That's just
John can handle himself, guys. Believe you me, John can handle himself. So
amazing.
go right ahead, Granny. See what happens.
Someone put John in the middle.
Pre-heart
of this
attack
thing.
fucking Kevin Smith is too far. I crossed the goddamn line.
No, it's
there.
not too far. It's just, I mean, this is early in the show. I'm just trying to figure out. Who
Yeah,
I
we
have
were
to look
talking
at.
about crippled Derek and his legs,
We're
and how he's our fearless leader and also our feelless leader because he
He's our
can't.
babysitter.
But then Granny had to chime in with his Wilford
All right.
Brimley on fucking chemo mustache.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ.
You're wearing a fucking luchador mask, you fucking abuser.
Granny, do me a favor.
What?
Have another beer.
I will.
Another
I'll
one.
probably have several.
Shut up.
All right, John. Well, we had you on the show this evening. Yeah, we were just curious what you thought about Chad Zumach, Stuttering John, and the direction that MLC is headed in these days. What do you think?
No,
about all
guys,
that?
that's not this kind of episode.
Okay, I only know one thing that you mentioned, Stuttering John. But
Oh,
what's
all right.
Oh, wow.
But what's MLC?
I thought you were related to Kevin.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone for a long time. What the hell is MLC? What is it?
What's
Okay,
that?
so
I think some kind of
Yeah,
sports
we-
team.
We
there's
don't know either.
a show.
MLC stands for men like senior citizens.
It's not what it is.
Mhm.
There's a
It's-
guy out there.
It's not. It's just men love cock.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Is that really what it
That's
means?
nice.
No. Jesus Christ. There's a comedian out there by the name of Kevin Brennan. No relation, I assume.
Yeah. Neil Brennan too. He's out.
Neil Brennan is
Okay.
so Kevin's the older of the two.
No.
Neil is probably the more recognizable. of the
Yes.
two.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But Kevin Brennan is currently the host of one of the hottest live podcasts in the small comedy scene that we are tangentially a part of. I often am a guest on his show.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
Thank you. No, it's a lot of fun, and
that's great.
it's a problem though right now because he is not a fan of BYB. He's not a fan of BYB. Let's just leave it at that.
It's
Derek.
got to be the hot grand hole who just fucking spoils everything, right? That's got to
No,
be it,
it's
right?
the cripple who gave out his fucking phone number on the air.
Grand hole is correct. There was a little bit of a thing where some phone numbers may
I'll
have
raise
been.
my hand for the second time this evening.
Oh,
the guy that
shit.
jumps out of trees and gives out phone numbers. Yep, that's me, everyone.
Okay.
Woohoo.
So, now,
He's a
okay. And
legend.
then there was another
The
thing you mentioned.
legendary.
It was what was it? MCU, Stuttering John. And
Yeah,
then one more other thing?
MCU, Special Victims Unit. Yep. No, don't. No, it was a joke.
Stuttering
I brought that
John-
up.
So MLC is his
MLC.
podcast called Misery Loves Company.
Oh, okay.
And it really is, the title really explains it all. He
Well,
is one of the most miserable fucks.
All right, fuck him. So
He's
I
my,
can
no, he's
speak-
my buddy, but he's
Oh, all
miserable
right.
fuck.
Then don't fuck him. I don't care. So I can speak to Stuttering John. Now, I saw that guy. I used to go to this barbecue every year in the early 2000s in Eisenhower Park, which was on Long Island. He was there at like the patio tables next to us with a bunch of his friends. Motherfucker didn't stutter once. Not one time. So
Well, yeah,
that's an act.
Yeah,
It's
he's a
all an act.
liar. He's a
I think
liar.
that's
Yeah,
already been
we often
said
find
a lot.
ourselves disappointed with
Oh,
them
it
also,
hasn't been
so.
said. I just witnessed it, and I said, "This guy isn't stuttering." His friends
yeah.
all laughed. It was very.
It came out
strange.
that anything that he ever did that was funny was written for him. So he's.
Oh yeah, of
he
course.
never-
There's one where they say he went up to the one-armed pitcher Jim Abbott and asked, "How do you shuffle a deck of cards?" I think that's pretty
Wow.
funny. Certain little. He went to the Nambler thing and said, "Where do you
Whoa.
guys hide your kids at Disney?" That's pretty good. So he had some good ones.
Yeah, that was
Well,
back
yeah,
when
It
you
was
could
funny
make.
until we found out he was a card-carrying member, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
No. That's,
Oh,
that's a
Allegedly.
joke.
Allegedly.
No,
I'm going to
joke.
take everything you guys say for face value because I have no clue what's
Hey,
real or
Don't
not.
ever
Don't
do
say
that.
don't
worry.
I do not do that.
Now, yeah, how
Not
can
once.
everybody just talk at once? So take all of that. at
Okay,
once.
let's go. Everybody, talk at once.
Don't
that's
ever
a
take
good
anything I
joke.
say seriously.
No, let's talk about your world because our world is very, very boring. Trust me, I get bored of it all the time. So you're musician and producer. Did you go to like film school? Did you go to be a musician at your university, or how did you get into it?
Yeah, unfortunately, I went to film school and it wasn't that great. I was right there at the end, at the cusp of when digital, the film was crossing over into digital. So in my first 2 years of film school, I was cutting on actual film, which was kind of interesting. I have a few 8mm and 16mm student films, but the digital revolution happened, so I had to buy a digital camera, and it was pretty cool because you could just shoot all goddamn day long and not have to spend that much money. But the films.
not have to, reuse the. But you can't refilm
Shut
on
up,
film.
Jerry.
I'm talking about fucking film.
Jerry's the only one who hasn't insulted me. So Jerry, please continue. Go.
Never mind. No. Okay, you went for you going.
Here
for
you say we
film,
don't
you're-
have to
now
use
you're on
actual
the-
film.
Okay, yeah, but okay.
No, Jerry,
Yeah,
I actually like Jerry. Wait, what's your
Wow.
what's your accent?
Someone's
What's your accent?
He's
finally
Scottish, dude.
He's Irish.
Irish, Scottish. What is it?
Yeah,
They're all just billing me on here, all right?
no, we thought
You
for
know
the
why
longest
Irish-
time that he was mentally
Anytime I
handicapped.
say
Come to find
something
out,
with
he's
my
just
accent.
Scottish.
Anytime I say something with my accent, like person.
Or when you say that a business was shut instead of closed. That's how they say instead of closed. Oh, that store's closed. Oh, that store's shut. Of course it's shut. They don't want a breeze coming in. The
I'm
fuck
gonna
is
shut your
winter time.
fucking mouth right now.
Nice.
You go
So
through
I
Jerry,
get so
I'm-
pissed when you talk about their stupid wording because it's so stupid.
Jerry,
Well, you
I'm
keep
gonna-
bringing it up. Shut up. We're talking to John, not you.
Yeah,
All
that's right. That's
Shut
right.
your-
Listen to Jerry. I'm gonna listen to Jerry. Jerry, I'm gonna trust you to be my
Don't do
ally
that.
on this one because everybody on this fucking screen has betrayed me already. So
No,
Jerry,
he's
you're the
my
only
boyfriend.
one I can trust.
Don't worry.
Oh, no, you're right. Chops Talk hasn't betrayed me. I like Chops Talk.
What did I do?
Oh
wait,
yeah, Bobby P, you're all right too. I don't know. There's too many fucking people
Yeah.
on the screen. I'm trying to.
Well,
I'm trying to get
well,
it
it's
straight.
okay. Let's get back to it. John,
Okay, yeah.
Jerry actually does film editing.
Oh,
I know
awesome.
he does. He has some experience with that, right? Is that correct, Jerry?
Yes. Yeah, I
You've
used
done
to work
some-
for
yeah, so-
WWE.
Not true,
I used
not
to do
true.
graphic packages for a lot of shows.
Yeah. So
Actual
about
film or you've
13
done
years.
like.
well,
you
he
did,
was probably digital, right,
oh,
Jerry?
but still,
Yeah, it was all digital. Yeah, they'd send
you
me
did-
what clips and how to
you're
stick
saying
it all
wrestling?
together.
You did wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah! All right. See, Jerry's the guy. Jerry's the
And then he
fucking
Thank
guy.
you,
drank his
thank
fucking
you. This
self
is my
out of the
appreciation
business.
show.
No, fuck off, Jerry. Tell him that you drank yourself out of the goddamn business.
HBK
Uh-oh.
said his name was
No,
Angela.
well, I did.
God damn.
There's a lot of different names.
Brennan, Jerry is
I
having his
did.
moment. Don't ruin
I
it
was
for him.
actually
Yeah, let him have
invited.
one.
They said
That's
they were
fucked.
going to pay for my visa, and I would be able to go to America to work for them. And guess what I did?
Would you
got
I made
fucking drunk.
I made the Nexus logo.
What?
Nexus?
You're kidding?
Nexus.
Nexus? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the big
It's a wrestling thing.
The
Yeah,
yellow
yeah.
thing.
You
Yeah.
made that.
Yes.
So what? Then what happened?
That was the last thing I did for them.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
what
the
happened?
booze.
But then
Yeah,
they
the
still
booze,
used
right?
it for 12 months.
And now you
know?
now you give everyone else a big end.
I had too
Yeah,
much
John.
fun
John, have you ever heard that song?
entirely.
And then I got high because I got
Oh, yeah,
high
yeah, yeah.
because I got
Afro
that's
Man.
the rest of the
Afro
story
Man.
right there.
Afro
Oh,
Man.
He
shit.
quit doing
Well,
shit because he got high.
That's
He's
all right.
from
That's
Mississippi.
why I like you, Jerry, because you've lived and you lost and you'll
Yeah.
rise again.
I'm
Why
not,
didn't you
I'm
make
not
the
bitter,
logo
though.
for
But he
Twitter?
never loved.
Could have made a new act.
Yeah, oh man, so I wish it was the Nexus logo right now.
John, let's
Yeah,
go through
besides the
my
game,
hour-
man, you'd love some of
Let's
those.
go through the hour
Where
story
did you go to film school?
It was a shitty ass school called CW Post on Long Island, and the reason why I chose that was because my parents said, okay, you could go away, we could pay just a little bit, or you could stay home and we could help you out and give you a car. I said, fuck yeah. So I got this like awesome Nissan Quest minivan from my parents, which at that time
yeah.
it was
And you
already
adopted
fucking
children with
old.
it?
But
Oh,
that was
okay.
my party van. I traveled all over the goddamn country with that thing, so I was very
Sure.
lucky. But still, I could have went away and had a great college experience, and I didn't. So I don't know which was better, actually.
You didn't entice anyone to get in your van with candy, did you?
No, only with
No.
only my Kevin Smith looks.
Yeah, the
You
guy
brought
who
up
looks like
Nambla, not us.
yeah. Well,
He went and he tried to destroy Nambla. I mean, what the fuck?
and again, that was
You
back
didn't
when you
see
could
one.
make those Nambla jokes. You can't make that kind of humor
Oh,
these
you
days.
can't do that
Everybody,
nowadays.
no. John, let me ask you at what point, and maybe I'm leapfrogging here a little bit. Pardon me, but at what point did you go from CW Post to Trauma Entertainment, where
Well,
that's where
it's to make it
I met you.
short. I'll make it very short. Is I went to LA for about 8 years, and that's where
Shorter.
I sort of I had my college experience there because all I did was drink and do drugs and go out and go nuts for 8 years. It was fucked up.
Wait,
So
wait, you were in Guns N' Roses?
Oh yeah, the Cat Club. I used to sleep in the back, but
What?
I didn't really do much out there other than I got in a few meetings because I was trying to be a screenwriter, and but nothing sold. So I came back and I was kind of lost. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do, and then that's when I got involved with Trauma, doing editing, volunteer work, and stuff like that. So
What
Ben-
trauma films have you been involved with?
Oh, boy.
Return
Here we go.
to Nukem High, aka Volume 2.
That was your first one?
That was my first one. I produced that. Then there was a string of other things that I helped people on. Mutant Blast, I did some small things for. All kinds of stuff. I did a bunch of promotion. I did a bunch of liaising. So I recorded the ADR for Sharknado 4 that Lloyd Kaufman was in. So I got to work on all these weird little B movies or even Z movies, so to speak.
A lot of the Trauma digital internet stuff that they were doing then, producing
Yes.
live.
That was
actual.
the big thing, is that at that time they were trying to expand their YouTube channel because they had like 500,000 subscribers, and they were just looking to get a bunch of content up there. And I did a show called Kabuki Man's Cocktail Corner, which was, if you like drinking, Jerry, this is the show for you. This is the show where Kabuki Man just got drunk and talked to people. It's fucking good shit.
Two people.
That's what I do every night when I talk with all these wonderful people from around the world that are all in the same country.
There you go.
Or
Start your own show, Jerry's
Getting
Cocktail
deja vu.
Corner.
I used to have a show. We won't get into that.
Was that? Yeah, please. Let's not get into that.
I had a name
is
that's similar to that. People used to call me Kabuk.
Wait,
God
go
damn.
ahead.
People used to call me
Bukaki.
Kabukaki Man.
Kabukaki Man. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Let's fucking
welcome.
I had that in my head, and then it wouldn't come out my mouth. Unlike all
It
the
came out. Yeah, he was like, "Hey guys, I have a joke. It goes like this. Oh, I'm drunk.
Cocky Man, NYPD. That's basically what we did one time. We shot him up with some. The best. This is a thing for all the aspiring filmmakers out there. If you need a cum shot in your movie, the soap Cetaphil is cum. If you shoot it on screen, it looks like fucking cum. So if you need to see that, if you need a
Thank you. I've got OnlyFans.
I'm gonna write that down.
Cetaphil, you got to get the one for gentle skin. And
Gentile. It just shows on the
and
Gentile.
Gentle Giant.
Because that's the one I use.
yeah.
But also, and then we could go deeper. If you need like a vat of semen, you get the tapioca. We get the tapioca pudding starch.
Lou here, this guy knows how to make shit, cum, blood. I mean, you name a bodily fluid, this guy has made it. It was amazing. And
Actually,
and
holy shit! Can I tell John? This is amazing. Maybe I've shown these guys this before, but I have this here behind me in my little entertainment area at all times. So not only is it one of the shits from Shakespeare's Shitstorm, but it says Toxie loves Steven, spelled Steven wrong, of course, Lloyd, and it's Lloyd Kaufman signed it for me recently. So this is a shit from Shakespeare's Shitstorm that I loaded into a whole setup. Take me off the fuck.
Why is it polyurethane?
Because
very nice, Steven.
It's a long story. Maybe I could try to keep it nice and tight. Basically, the film Shakespeare's Shitstorm. Yeah, fuck. The film Shakespeare's Shitstorm, which that's where I met on set. The set of Shakespeare's Shitstorm is where I met John, and I want to tell that story real quick after this. But one of the main linchpins of the story to Shakespeare's Shitstorm is that there's a group on a luxury yacht, and a pod of whales is given laxative, and they end up going over the ship and shitting all over the ship, and it creates this chain reaction shitstorm, and the interior of the boat is then covered with shit coming through pipes and all over, and we basically lined up about 50 to 60 extras and different assorted leads from the film, along with Lloyd Kaufman, the producer and director of the film. We dropped all this shit all over. Maybe John can take over from here.
Well, that's Doug Sackman. Doug Sackman created basically. Okay, we got this club in Astoria, Queens, and they allowed us to shoot for 18 days, Monday to Thursday, because they didn't have anything going on. They only opened on the weekends. They gave us the run of this place. Little did they know that we planned to do an actual shitstorm in their goddamn fucking club. So we set up this tub. It was almost like a pool, like 3 feet. Huge pool, and above there was this rain machine that would rain down tapioca starch. It was just brown water and goop. And we did it for
we put corn in there for
corn.
effect. Yeah,
we did it for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of just dropping shit on people in this club. And at the end of it, there was just this 3-foot high water pool of just shit. And we had to bail that thing out for hours. It was
we would.
up.
use shop vacs to suck it all back up and then reload it back into the giant tubs. We used a sump pump. We were using 2 sump pumps actually to blast the shit through. And then what I did, I would load the tubes right above the people with a bunch of these little turds before they would blast down.
If you see it in the film, and people think, it's maybe they color corrected it or something with a little CG or whatever. It's all real. People were being dumped with disgusting shit water, and it became shit water in the end because people were barefoot. Who knows what's
hair? People's hair was getting
it was so
funny. I think that's based on a true story. Didn't that happen to a fucking cruise ship where they got stranded and there's just the ship wound up just covered in shit because everyone was shitting everywhere?
Titanic. I've seen that.
No, they drowned it in them shit.
I don't know. That might be based on it. I know. So Lloyd Kaufman's inspiration for Shakespeare's shitstorm was a few things. One was The Tempest, obviously by William Shakespeare. The other one was he wanted to put out an anti-pharmaceutical message because he thinks that the pharmaceutical companies are poisoning the earth, and they probably are. And then the third thing was Gabe Friedman, who's the writer of Poultrygeist. He came to Lloyd with this idea of these whales that do this thing in nature. It's an actual thing called a fecal bloom, where they basically they diarrhea all over each other, and it's just they swim around, and I don't know what it does for them, but they do it.
The aristocrats.
There you go.
Shit play.
That's a good
whales, and they shit all over each other.
And what's the name of the act? The aristocrat. So, but
it does take place on a boat, right?
So then Gabe Friedman said you should incorporate this fecal bloom to have everybody these whales jumping over these shits and shitting on these farmer bros. And that was basically the seed idea for the movie.
Yeah, not the whole movie is on the boat, but the beginning starts off on the boat. Yeah.
It's just so everyone at home knows that you were the producer on Shakespeare's Shitstorm.
Yes, that
you
movie,
got a credit for that.
Oh yeah, I was the first person in the room alone when Lloyd came up to me and he said, "Look, I'm gonna do," because we had just gotten back from Cannes doing Return to Nukem High Volume 2, and Cannes really treated Troma really fucking bad. I mean, to the point where it was like this guy from Pirates of the Caribbean was walking around with a fake gun, and they told us Johnny Depp, he was walking around with a fake gun, and they let that go. But if we had Troma signs just saying, "Hey, Troma," they would say that was a political protest.
People were detained. In
but
France.
Bjarne, our Troma historian, was detained for wearing.
But were
Troma
they entertained?
It was kind of entertaining.
But John, did you know that Bjarne tried to visit us earlier this year, and he was not allowed in the country?
That's a different story.
Okay, all right.
I can tell that story. I mean, because he's doing a comedy record now called Banned in the USA, which he was because he had some sort of, I don't know, internet contact with some, let's say, I guess the most polite way to say it is a white supremacist. I don't know how else to put it.
You talking to Gavin McInnes?
He wasn't in my DM.
So and apparently the authorities were looking for this guy. He's on the lam, this white supremacist, and they had figured out that Bjarne had dealt with him on Facebook or something in comments section.
Okay.
And then
that's a different story then.
Yeah, that was
completely
different.
Story.
Yeah.
But I like that story. It has a white supremacist in it.
Oh yeah, have you ever heard of the pink KKK masked man? That's a very famous celebrity around these parts, as a matter of fact.
No.
Derek, I don't know if anybody can throw that.
Here's an old picture of me with me and I call them my clan. Actually, well, you can't see my other friends, and it's just me, and I've got my special uniform on.
Yeah.
But let's
Derek
see.
is there.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Look at him.
And
This
what
man.
happened?
We want you.
Why was it pink? Was it in the laundry with the wrong shit and just the color?
No,
He's
he's
gay.
the gay Grand Wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the gay, not the
I see.
KKK. It's the gay.
I see. All right.
Gay.
So
The new clan in 2023 is much more inclusive than they used to be. Believe it or not.
they had to be. Yeah.
Progress,
So
I guess.
but going
Yeah,
back
hell
to
yeah. Fuck the Jews. You want me to suck your dick?
going back to Shakespeare's Shitstorm, that
Sure.
was
Yeah,
again
I
where
met
I met John. I love the fact how I ended up introducing myself to John, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
This was and I got to give John a lot of thanks and gratitude because that was my first experience with any sort of film production, and John can tell you all that it was really a wild ride. We were part of a lot of intense situations. We learned through our errors and the meltdowns and all this shit that went through. But I was like on the set for like the first or second day, and I was wearing a Ween t-shirt. As a lot of you guys know, I'm a big Ween fan.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah,
John,
You don't even know what you just said.
everybody at once. But John is sitting there by like the computer where they're uploading footage, you know, like the important area. He's sitting next to Justin Martell, who was another producer on the film in Trauma Alone. And as I'm walking by, John just goes, "Oh shit, look at this guy. He likes Ween," or something like that. Like kind of just called me out with his very thick New York accent. And I kind of like just stopped in my tracks and was like shocked. And I was like, "Oh yeah,
Did you call him
you
a
know."
wiener?
Yeah, I was a wiener, but
You gotta see ya.
man, we had a good time. I met a lot of folks
Maria,
on that
sorry.
set that I still work with to this day. As a matter of fact, John, this is going to get a little embarrassing for me, but I got something to admit
What
to
are you gonna
you.
do? Show us your
that-
both heads?
All right, I'll
Sorry.
another one.
Shut
another
the
one.
I'm
fuck
trying to
up,
make this
Another
Jerry.
one.
What are
Another
you gonna
one.
do? Take your dick out?
Shut up, Jerry.
Keep going,
Okay.
Jerry.
Anyway.
I believe in you.
Sorry.
We did portrait of
Oh
what's
shit! You did that? The Portrait of a Payback?
Portrait of a Payback was
Oh,
filmed this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
And
didn't know you were on it. I was there Sunday.
I did the I came in when they went back to Sebby's. I did the blood. There was no blood for your part, but I had the pleasure of reading your lines to Dwayne from your iPad scene. So I'll just leave it at that, so we don't
hell
spoil
yeah.
anything.
From
But I got
Dwayne The Rock
to
Johnson.
I'd like to make
play.
a movie called
I-
Portrait of a Clinton. About the guy who made that with him in a dress. Phil in a
So-
dress. I was like,
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah,
I got to do
absolutely.
your lines. I got to do a you. Everybody said it was very authentic, but it gets even better. At one point, because you know how Dwayne can
"Oh, pray to
get
that."
overheated real quick and has to go
Sure.
have an applesauce. As a matter of fact, the thing with Dwayne was he requested 3 double cheeseburgers from McDonald's for lunch. You know, so that was his regiment, his food regiment, you know, for his action flick. So he would tire out real quick and have to go upstairs. So at one point they had me reading both your lines and his lines just to get coverage, man. And let me tell you,
wow.
having to like ping pong the two of you in my head back and forth was one of the most extreme situations I've ever been a part of. And
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm sure you did a great job. It's going to be a great movie.
yes, dude, not to toot my own horn here, but it's like the amount of other projects I've worked on leading up to this, all the mistakes that you make with blood and stuff were not made on this. You know, it's like we fucking bumped our heads together too many times that we finally figured one out. And all the shit that I saw so far looks phenomenal. So you
Now,
boys
this
in
guy
backyard.
Dwayne, did he ever ask you if you could
this part of
smell
that?
when he was cooking?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude,
Wait, what is-
I'll say when I saw that, I was very impressed, man. That's like the most realistic looking bullet hole I've ever fucking seen, dude. That's
Well,
amazing.
Did you really do that, or did you just steal somebody's makeup palette?
No, that you would think that would be me. No, like our buddy James Boylan just comes over and he didn't even tell me about this. He was like, "I need you to put this bullet hole in this guy's head," and he had all the parts. So I did some prosthetic work for the first time by myself and really worked it in. But more importantly, our buddy John Bergio gets shot in the head as well, and we hooked up a hose to his head and rigged it so that we put a hole. The shot goes through his head, and he kind of like doesn't react to it at first, and then suddenly the blood comes pouring out, man. And it was the last thing we did last night at like 10:30 p.m. after working all fucking weekend, basically around the
Spoilers.
clock. And it
Yeah.
no,
No,
that's not the spoiler, bro. No, that's the amazing thing is that's not the spoiler. There are things that I was told I cannot mention, and I will not because it
I
is
bet you
going to
could
be
suck
really
blood through a garden
Dude,
hose.
exactly. We're expecting like standing ovations for this fucking thing when it's
great.
No, you're not
So,
going to
yeah.
get one from Quadfather.
Well, that's kind of impossible.
So I know that little conversation there was a little bit more for just me and John, but it was
no,
a great way to
definitely,
plug that.
I
project,
love when actual practical effects happen in movies, you know? Like, I used to grow up watching Thunderbirds, that stupid British puppet.
With the
whatever
puppets.
the hell,
Yeah.
Where I actually had, you know, like I used to watch all the Star Wars behind the scenes shit where I actually had, you know, ships just going down and blowing up. That's what I want. I don't want someone just going to AI or whatever the
It's
hell.
so much better than CGI.
I thought Jerry smelled bad on the outside.
I mean, it
Classic,
might
like,
sometimes
Labyrinth.
it might not look the best, but at least you know someone put effort into it instead of just you know.
Yeah, but what I noticed over the years, CGI, like you go back 10 years and you watch the movies that were done with CGI, and it doesn't look as good as it did back then, and it just it ages out. But you can watch an 80s or even a 70s film with
Have you
practical
seen
effects.
Spawn, dude?
With practical effects,
Have you seen Terminator
and
2? Best
they still
CGI
they
ever.
still look really good. You know,
Even the original
Yeah,
Star Wars,
Terminator
like we were
2
talking,
knew how to do it.
still holds.
Yeah.
Or
Spawn
the
was
stuntmen.
terrible.
That's another thing. Like actual people doing their own stunts in movies than the CGI stuff. Like a 90-pound woman like beating the shit out of like 30 dudes. It looks so pathetic. You know, like when they used to do their own stunts. You play it back nowadays and all that shit. It comes off awesome on screen.
Yeah, it's choreographed.
Guys fall off
really well.
roofs from the 50s. You know, like in the old country western movies.
Well,
It's
you
the
don't
same
have
shit.
like you don't have to go that far. We had like Jackie Chan was a big inspiration for our action because he, you know, John Woo, you know, we wanted to get a lot of like single shot action.
Wait, John
you know.
Woo!
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are right. We did an old school action film. We had all the fight choreography going on. I got to give a big shout out to that dude Josh, who I forget his last name, but he's a big Legion of Skanks fan. So he was
there you go.
He was a lot of fun to have on set. He was the guy who did all of the fight choreography. He actually I don't want to. That was the one spoiler with him. I can't say anything about, but there is some crazy shit that he does as a wrestler in a film. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Let's move on.
When will this be?
Yeah, John.
available?
So
Yeah,
are
yeah,
you
like, in a few months,
standing
Jerry.
back? Do you enjoy being part of B movies more, or do you like? Are you majorly into the horror genre? Is that basically where you stuck yourself?
Yeah, I just had luck within that community because I became Lloyd Kaufman's sort of right-hand man for 5 years and produced 2 of his movies and then a bunch of other stuff at the company. So that's just where I learned and I got lucky. And then through that, that's how I sort of graduated onto The Last Drive-In because I met guys who worked at Troma for a little while who went on to produce that show. So I just sort of worked my way into that whole situation. As far as my interests in film and things like that, I love all kinds of movies. Film noir. I love old Frankenstein. I love new horror. I love everything. I mean, just action. Don't worry, it's the best. But
I watched Blazing Saddles yesterday.
Yes. So, but as far as working, I just want to take whatever opportunities come to me, and this whole music thing and whatever's going on with The Last Drive-In was sort of an accident. So I'm just lucky to have had it happen.
I want to go,
and I did. I'd want to give you a shout out. Obviously, all down below you can see Bad Techno Linktree and your www.com, badtechno.com down there. Also, everybody, you can check out our Linktree. You can also use the QR code up there by Granny if you want to check out our merchandise, our socials, and all that stuff. Also, but. I definitely wanted to make sure people saw yours.
This might be a good time.
Shit. Okay, so one thing I want to say here. Up until today, I had a thing called Cheese for Charity that I had made to support cancer children at St. Jude. I took it down today because I was going to tally up things, but maybe some of your fans are interested in helping cancer children. That's on my Bandcamp. So if you want to go there.
God punished those kids for a reason.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
so
hey!
maybe that's the
We're joking. We're joking. We're trying to make this funny.
Very noble
all right?
of
No,
you,
but
though.
honestly. No,
So-
I was gonna.
Bad kids.
So the Bandcamp would be where you go to check out the
Yeah,
Cheese
Music
for
for the
Children.
Last Drive-In. You go there and it goes to
Yeah.
my Bandcamp. That has
Click
pretty
on
much
that.
everything I've ever done, even the things that I'm
Yeah.
not really crazy about. So, but
I was
Cheese
on
for
it earlier,
Charity.
and yeah, there's like 800 albums. And
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
have enough time to listen to these.
See it
before
there?
you're
It was
on the
a
show
second
tonight.
one at the top. If you go back to the top there, Cheese for Charity. Can you click on
Yeah,
that?
if
please?
anybody's interested, I'm going to probably donate to them on Wednesday, and I'm going to match whatever is sold. And so far, there's like, I don't know, like $200 so far. So
That's
if,
great.
if we could get, yeah, I mean, look, it was just part of our Christmas show. We have this charitable cause every Christmas, and one of the things
Cheese for
that
Christmas.
well, one of the this developed from Christmas because one of the things that they auctioned off was a song by me for the person, but this great person, Kate Anthony, she was the auction winner, and we collaborated on this. She did all the graphic arts and then helped me with some of the lyrics and stuff. And so we did a 5-song EP to help children with cancer. So
Are
that's
we,
kind of where
are we allowed to play any of your music on here?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, look,
Question from before.
you know
Can I
what?
do a
I'm a bit
karaoke?
worried
We're
about
not going to
if I have to play anything.
probably
Something
you
might
don't have
break us
to,
up, even though
it's
you're
just-
on the show.
Hold on, guys. Everybody, chill the fuck out.
I had a movie question.
What the
they-
fuck is going the
About being
fuck on?
a
Fuck.
deep,
If
horror
all right,
movie.
guys,
I have
really,
a deep dive question for him about movies. What is your take on the movie Soylent Green?
Oh, Soylent Green is people, and Edward G. Robinson is the best motherfucker who ever lived. In fact, I have Edward G. Robinson, my girlfriend. We live together now. She has a portrait of Edward G. Robinson that's in our living room, so we're a big fan of that movie. Unfortunately, nowadays people know the spoiler, so people don't watch it anymore. Yeah, exactly. So
check this out. That movie is supposed to be in the future, and in the beginning of that movie, they show shots of people in the crowd wearing COVID masks.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, you just wanted to shoehorn that in.
Can I throw a question?
Anyway,
out there?
yeah, all right. Listen, it's question time for John. Go ahead, Chops.
Everybody,
Chops,
get
I
your
trust.
hands
I
up
trust
if
Chops.
you want to
I've got a question too.
I don't
You
trust
first, buddy.
you, but yeah.
So I'm
It is so
John. I
weird.
actually just got done watching Shakespeare's the Shakespeare movie, like the trailer and everything. It looks like a very entertaining movie.
Hamlet?
But I'm sitting as a consumer and wondering, okay, obviously I'm not seeing this trailer in theaters. I have no idea where to go find it. And
Good question.
If it wasn't
Great
for you,
question.
how would I go about it? So how do B movies
asked that-
actually make money?
Hold on, Jerry. Shut the
My
fuck up,
children-
Jerry.
Like, what is the trick about it? Is there like
No.
a subculture or something like that? I mean,
There absolutely is. So in this case, we've played about 200 theaters across the world. I mean, Lloyd went on a tour of Texas. We had our premiere at the Museum of the Moving Image in Astoria, Queens. So it's had a run. But the thing that killed us was COVID. I mean, it was like we finished this movie in 2019. We're ready to go across the country with this thing, and we got into the Fantasia Film Festival, which is a really big genre festival, and it's all online.
It was online. Yeah.
Horrible.
I had Sebi X Martinez, the guy who edited the film, and his girlfriend came over to our place and watched it with my wife and I on the streaming festival for Fantasia. It was such a strange
It killed
fucking...
the momentum, but then after we started to come back in 2021, 2022, we started to do a bunch of screenings. Now, the big thing that we're going to try and do is a super deluxe Blu-ray with all sorts of stuff, because people that love
Nice.
trauma and people in the horror community love physical media still. So we're going to try and do a big thing with that. And then it'll probably end up on Trauma Now, which is their streaming service. We want to do a VHS, actually, a limited run. And then we'll probably end up on Tubi or something, which
Trauma
Tubi
has their own streaming service? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Trauma
Now
is their streaming service. And
Trauma
they have,
Now.
like, so much shit up there. Even because Trauma just recently acquired one
Hey,
company.
Derek, could you throw up Trauma Now if you could?
I think they're
How
called
much is
AIP. So Trauma Now also has Frankenhooker and Maniac Cop and all these Basket Case 1 and 2 and 3.
Frankie's Hooker. Not True
Frankenhooker.
Oh.
So,
Frankie's Hooker, that was a Frankie McDonald. No, but
Hey, she's
Trauma
well over
Now,
20 years
John, we can let these guys know that Trauma Now is free for a month.
That's right.
As well. You don't need to pay for your first month.
And if I don't like
think
this shit, I can get rid of it.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yes.
promo code?
You don't need it because it's free for a month. So you just jump in, and your first month is free. You will be charged, I think, $9.99. It's only about
That's Toxic.
Troma's number one IP would be the Toxic Avenger, so you can see all of the original. Oh, that's a good thing to point out too, John. The physical media. They're about to release the anniversary edition of Toxic Avenger, or at least it's going to be the first time they're putting all 4K restorations.
4K restorations, and they're premiering that at a bunch of Alamo draft houses across the country. So again, that's going to be in theaters and stuff. I would highly recommend seeing the first Toxic Avenger on the big screen, because I saw it once and it was unbelievable.
It holds up. It holds up as a film. I've gone back to it multiple times, almost to challenge it, to see if it's like still a good funny movie, and I can watch it right now, and I can go put it on. Especially like the opening scene too alone is a really make or break sort of thing, and that's something that a lot of the folks who still work in the business for Troma or other projects, we really take that one to heart. I know maybe you folks haven't seen The Secret of Cuck Island, but I've got the poster back there.
I did see it on one of my torrent
T-shirt
sites.
on actually too. So if you go to cuckisland.com, you check it out, and the opening scene in Cuck Island is one of the first scenes in Cuck Island is something I'm very proud of personally. We'll leave it at that.
You're not in it.
Oh, you got
I know somebody who has an in
Congratulations.
but they haven't
am I
seen
in
it.
it, Jerry? Don't worry. What's that?
I know.
I know someone who has an in over at Troma, but they haven't sent me any movies, so I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah. Let's not talk about that guy. And one more thing, John. Did you hear about the? Sorry, Derek. Last thing. The Troma Dance has been announced for September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at Beauty Bar in New York City. So that little spot, Beauty Bar, which is, well, it's not a little spot, but it's a nice little comfy, cozy area. We're going to do 3 nights of independent cinema. I do believe that The Curse of the Were-Deer will be premiering.
Curse of the Were-Deer is fucking hilarious. I saw a recent cut of it. It is so funny. I'm telling you. Trust me. It's. Well, I don't know if any of you guys trust me because you don't fucking know me. But
as far as I can
no, you said you love me earlier. So yeah.
Well, yeah, Jerry, you're good. But I feel like maybe the rest of us should make up a little bit. I feel bad. Like all you guys seem really cool. And
making up. We're not.
No,
we're not.
I love the hate.
Lloyd's autograph, and I'll trust you.
Hot Granhole doesn't want to make up, but that's all right. I still love you. The rest of you guys, you see, and somebody mentions here in the comments about wood paneling. I gotta say, I fucking love the wood paneling. I feel like I'm in my childhood basement. That shit's amazing.
It is old.
I love
this part of the house is an add-on. I have sheetrock everywhere else.
Coming
I got
soon.
another question about Troma for you, John. Have you ever seen the movie Cannibal the Musical?
Many times.
Oh yeah.
And I think a couple of those songs are some of the best things that South Park ever did. And I was sort of disappointed that they didn't do too many of them in that Primus Ween South Park concert that they did. They should have done with Doinkle Day. That's like the best song Trey Parker ever wrote.
They put that in the end of South Park. In the original episode of South Park, they had the little
that's the melody to
Doinkle Day. That's one of those artists that really can thank Lloyd Kaufman for getting them their start. I think besides those two, you got James Gunn, who I think, Jerry, do you know anything about comic book movies?
Is he Billy's brother?
Yeah, I've seen 1 or 2 of them.
Oh, wait, the New Age No, not related to the New Age Outlaws.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, just double check.
Because I'm an ass man.
Oh, come on.
I thought James Gunn might have been Jerry. I thought
everything I do. Everything I do, you
John loves it. That's all that matters. I've put a smile on
That's
his face.
right. Jerry, I'm getting a kick out of you.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. You should see Jerry's wonderful smile, John.
But okay, let's circle back.
Oh, do you want to do this?
Are we not?
Keep me full screen for a second, then.
Yeah, he wants to see Jerry's wonderful smile.
Let's see.
Full screen him.
No, we don't care about his smile.
Come on, people, John. Do it for John. Do it for John. Don't be a dick. Come on.
This is why Jim keeps messaging me all the time.
I don't care about his stupid tooth.
He got fucking headbutted by a
fucking
Scottish
parlor
woman,
trick.
dude.
Yeah.
He usually makes it fall off.
Yes,
It's so funny
Jerry, that's
because it makes
fucking
it pop
amazing,
out.
Jerry.
Yeah.
He got drop kicked by a Scottish.
No, it missed the cup. You suck.
Go.
Yeah,
All right,
that
hey.
was watching me and Matthew.
Everybody, shut the fuck up. We're not going to play music. We can't play the Joe Bob Briggs intro. I don't.
No,
think
I
we're
mean,
gonna get-
whatever. We can get into talking about it for like hours, but we only have them for one. So let's like.
We
keep
know.
it
Just
to,
can we
No,
play?
keep
We
going.
can.
I'm having a good time.
We can play the intro.
So you do Yuki and John's podcast buffet. It's on
Patreon
a bunch of different platforms,
Yes.
which you can check out on his link tree. But it's kind of in the same vein as checking out movies, maybe like a Joe Bob Briggs show, The Drive-In, reviewing movies. A lot of that kind of
with
content.
Yuki and I sort of get into everything. I mean, we did an episode about religion. We did an episode about the agricultural revolution. We did all sorts of stuff. And we have the reason we call it the podcast and the Patreon buffet is because we have 7-8 different shows. I mean, I do a cooking show with Yuki called Are Yuki Hungry Tonight? We do Yuki Reacts. I just show him shit.
Are Yuki hungry tonight? Now, is that a play on an Elvis song?
Are you hungry tonight? Yeah.
Are you lonesome tonight? Is that
yeah? Are you lonesome tonight? Yeah.
Because I wanted to maybe just for a brief moment touch on the Elvis press tree.
Bald head. Sorry, that's part of the song. It's part of that song. I'm sorry.
That's not part. That's not the. I'll look up the lyrics right now just to make sure, but I don't think that's part of the.
I feel like
it
could fit. It fits.
There's a Elvis video where a guy lifts his toupee when he says that, and he starts laughing for a half an hour. They did it 17 times on O&A. So
shit!
Toupee, why does he have 3 pays?
All right, and so Elvis press tree. That's also another part of Yuki and John's Patreon buffet.
That's right. Like I said, we have 7, 8, 9 different shows. That one of the Elvis Press Tree, which is a brainchild of Reeves Elliott. The reason this is spawned from a real experience that we went to Graceland and we actually experienced ghosts. Because before we went to Graceland, obviously, if everybody knows it's the home of Elvis Presley, maybe you don't. I don't know. But there was this viral video of a guy who took pictures of the trees at Graceland and captured orbs. And this guy truly believes that he captured something there. So as a goof, when we were at Graceland, we took a picture of me with the trees, but no fucking joke, in the background there was a fucking orb. And we all got kind of like weirded out by it because it's like we were just goofing around, but this is real. So we invented this whole like conspiracy theory that Elvis is trapped in the trees. How are we going to get him out, essentially? But there is some truth to it. There really is. And we interviewed the original guy. His name is Chef Dez. He's a chef in his profession. But in the viral video, he goes through and he zooms in. He had a psychic analyze it. The psychic said that Elvis's dog, his mother, Elvis. So I don't know what's going on in the trees at Graceland, but something.
I think he's down in the jungle room when I was walking in Memphis.
There you go. See, maybe it's because has anybody been to Memphis?
Yes,
Graceland?
the gate, and security did not see him.
I went one day because my flight got changed when I was in America, and my mom just always wanted to see Graceland. We went there for 5 minutes. Yeah, really cool story, really interesting.
I liked it. I liked it.
Jerry, the thing I don't understand, what's with the rugs in the kitchen? Why are there rugs and carpet in the kitchen? What kind of a choice?
Something different.
To be honest, I can't remember it. This was in 2009.
Well, there is carpet in the kitchen, so that doesn't really make sense when you're cooking. If you're dropping all kinds of stuff on the floor, that carpet's getting destroyed. So,
so why couldn't they just update it? Put some linoleum on, or
put some linoleum. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then you upset the ghost of Elvis. You don't want to do that now.
What's he gonna do? Pass out in the toilet again?
Oh well, listen. you sound like John and Reeves before they took those pictures, talking all that shit, and then now you should hear them literally trembling as they recant their, terrifying experiences on me and John's Patreon. If someone says "Walk in Memphis" one more time, I'm gonna fucking blow my goddamn brain.
I'm making my own song. It's called
in Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Somebody keeps saying they have a question. Is that Salad Bob?
Ooh,
No, it's Hot Grand Hole, dude. I have a goddamn fucking question. I've had a question for a while.
Where's my t-shirt gone?
A fair warning: every question he ever asks is a total bummer and annoying. But
All right, let's go.
You know what?
Oh,
Fuck
bummer.
the
That's what
question.
it's called.
Fuck you, Derek.
Relationship
Fuck
status.
Stevie
I'm a total
Lou.
bummer.
No, I was
what's
gonna
your
ask
question?
about. I was gonna ask about the Evil Dead. That was a trauma film, correct? And I think that's
No.
no.
No,
Evil
no,
Dead
no.
was not connected with trauma.
try to keep up,
whatsoever.
Granny.
Can you give me Bruce
No,
Campbell's
it's Sam
autograph?
Raimi. Sam Raimi was the director of Evil Dead.
Was
He's-
he? And
He's
that's
independent.
that was,
Listen, he's independent cinema, auteur, especially back then.
Definitely.
And he's someone who gives Lloyd Kaufman a definite nod when he talks
Oh,
about
yeah.
his influences in the practical effects field and
And
the
Ted
way that
Raimi, Sam Raimi's brother, has been in a bunch of trauma movies and stuff like that. But Evil Dead was independently financed based on a short film that they made called, I think it's called Just the Woods. And you could find that on YouTube. It's maybe a 40-minute prequel sort of thing to what they did with Evil Dead. That's how they raised the financing. But
Right.
Yeah, very sorry
kind of
about
like
that,
Sleep
John.
Sleep
Barry,
did
I
that.
apologize for Granny. He does not have access to Google. This has been
Granny.
a problem in the past with him.
No, I
Sleep
definitely
did that.
Googled it and it said there was a correlation. I just didn't know what
correlation,
the correlation
maybe, but
was.
yeah, no, it's
Maybe-
not
Yeah, I
a
didn't
correlation.
know what the
From a-
They
correlation.
think they've got the answers. I changed.
Oh, okay.
Sling
Well,
Blade
maybe
had
they're
a short movie starring Marley Ringwald before the actual Sling Blade came out. That's what I don't know if that helped the movie come out or whatever. If it's the
Probably.
same kind of thing where they need to fund it, but a short.
yeah, wasn't it
Sling
called
Blade movie.
Some Folks Call It a Sling Blade? I think that was what the
I
short
think
film
so.
was
It
called.
was just basically an interview with Molly Ringwald and fucking
Yeah.
Sling Blade. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's how we got the financing.
Bragging,
That's-
I don't
Dude,
know.
that's
you,
pretty much the
boy.
same thing.
He
we do
come
that now.
around
Curse
here,
of the, yeah, we usually
Stevie
do
Lou,
Carl.
he
Usually,
comes around here, he starts to get interrupting.
He does a great impression, I reckon.
I reckon John Brennan, he's done produced some films there.
That's
Why
good.
touch that little boy?
Yes.
In Minecraft. In Minecraft.
I
I
actually,
reckon we got this Scottish boy ain't got no teeth because that's some warming come
Oh,
up.
shut up. You look
Not
like a fucking
header, dude.
tomato. Shut up.
He done headered him right out.
I molested him, poor little fella.
Well, at least you know my story. Thank you for remembering.
we all
I
have
started
a story,
putting
Jerry.
mustard on my mustard on my
Biscuits.
mustard on my biscuits and my French fries because of that movie. No joke.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a fucking
What's
that's
awesome,
some
mustard.
good shit.
the
What I was
biggest
gonna say,
one.
though,
Don't say that.
I
You're
just think
just
you
a
Americans
boy.
have no taste whatsoever, which is why you need
How
to
long
Sure.
have you been on this
cover everything
podcast?
and everything.
Spell.
It's been quite a spell. We do that now
Here's a spell.
where, like, Curse of the Werewolf was a trailer first. They made a trailer for it before it was actually a film to
Well, like
try to
the,
get some
Grindhouse.
funding and.
Machete did that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's an instance where that also is the case as well. Now that's
Yeah.
Eli Roth, which is funny. That was Eli Roth, I believe. Eli.
Eli Roth did the Thanksgiving trailer, which he's working on now. He's actually going to
Oh,
make
the
it
movie.
finally.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up.
Robert
Cool.
Rodriguez did Machete. And
Machete,
then,
Okay.
yeah.
Machete.
Well, 'cause, the reason why I brought up Eli Roth is because Eli Roth was another guy who worked with Troma early on in his career and
Oh.
was still, I think, friendly with Lloyd.
better be.
I'd hope.
Yeah.
If you want to see my asshole, I'm pretty sure it's Machete.
Nope.
No?
I don't get that one.
Yeah, see, come on, Joe's loving it. That's all that matters.
There's a
Yeah.
big
Look,
Oh, y'all fucking yell at me. This guy's talking about his fucking asshole already.
Yeah, but it had something to do with a machete.
I'm
not
What's
yelling
the
at you,
correlation with your asshole and a machete?
She
That's
is.
what I
That's
want to
good.
know. What in the hell?
A machete. Machete.
Y'all are
Machete.
upsetting Derek.
Oh,
Fucking
machete.
shut the fuck
Oh,
up,
I
dude.
get it.
Let
Okay.
Derek
Granny,
host the
you should have
goddamn
led with the
show.
fact You should have led with the fact that you got paid to wax your asshole, and then he might have.
Yeah, I
liked
got paid to wax my
You should have
fucking
led with
asshole.
that.
Whatever, dude.
True
That
story.
wasn't a movie prop either. That was real. My old lady waxed my asshole.
I watched it live.
Wait,
That was
why did
great.
you get paid for it?
That's a long story.
Oh, okay.
But he did get paid. He did get paid.
That is creepy. That is the creepiest part of it, though. Is it?
Yeah,
that
it's the
he
same-
got
the
paid
same
to
guy-
do it? Agreed.
The same guy that
He
paid him
committed.
to do that has been hunting me,
Yeah.
like some sort of game where he's
It's
trying to
interesting.
ruin. Yeah, he's trying to ruin my career on podcasting. What he does is he comes onto these shows and you can donate money. So he'll ask the host of the show how much money it's going to take to throw me off the show immediately. And what the fuck?
Speak of the devil and he will appear.
Fucking Christ
I have a
almighty.
question for Bobby Nick, though. You did
Also,
see
it was
Granny's
my
So
fault.
yeah, my price is $3.99 right now,
Yeah.
John.
$3.99.
So you looked directly into his asshole?
Well, no, not really. But I mean, I seen the strips afterwards, and they were very hairy, and it was horrible.
And I was
I don't wanna
screaming
see
a
it.
lot. And also
He
we did
was.
the balls too, and you could see
Oh,
the like
yeah.
ball
Come
indentions
on.
Did you see his
in the
balls?
wax.
Oh, that's good.
Did he
No,
show
it
his
was-
dick- did he show
No,
his
it was,
balls
it
or
was
ass?
on live stream. No, it was on live stream, so they can't do that.
I don't believe it.
Oh, man.
I don't believe
You
it.
can't
It
Can't
say
say-
wasn't
nothing
on
to be
live
doing
stream.
this
The
shit.
only the audio was on live stream, and the rest of it,
Kayfabe.
there was like 28 people on Discord to watch me get
Oh,
my fucking
okay. That's
asshole
right.
waxed.
I was there for that.
You were
Oh,
fucking there. You watched it.
Yeah, that's not all I
So
did.
somebody did
Forever.
look into your asshole.
Yeah,
You
my
saw his
old
asshole,
lady
excuse
tried
me.
to get me into happy baby position. I told her to go fuck herself.
You should
I
have
was
done
like,
it.
I'll just bend over. You better slap that wax in there and fucking rip it
That
out.
doesn't work that way.
How
You gotta
hard
It,
lift those
it
legs up.
worked. I
How hard
guarantee you, my asshole
All right,
still
all right.
hair.
Let's
It-
have the
Yeah,
waxing
enough about
asshole
your
argument
asshole
another
and
day.
Jerry's asshole. You're both a couple of assholes. Let's move on with that.
My bad.
Yeah, back to Joe Bob
It's amazing.
Briggs.
Okay.
So you said trauma.
That's a segue. We call that.
From one asshole
Tro-
to another.
yeah.
Trauma led you into-
Oh.
to
I
Joe
mean,
Bob
look,
Briggs.
that was funny. Yeah, go ahead. What about him?
No, obviously you worked for that show, and you got
Yeah.
to be
Still
on
works.
Shudder.
Still works
on
for
that
it.
show with him.
Yeah.
You didn't just do the music. You're also on the show itself. It's very
Yeah, I do
interesting.
multiple
because-
things. I also do behind the scenes stuff like production management things, transportation, all kinds of things to make sure that the guests get to the right places and all these things like that. So it's like 3 or 4 jobs on the show. It's
And
it's a
you're
lot
on the
of work.
panel too, right? Yeah.
Driving
Yeah.
around in your mom's van.
Derek.
well.
No, that's awesome because I grew up watching, like, I don't know how old you are, but I remember watching Elvira
Yeah.
late night, watching her show. And then Joe Bob, he came on like years later, but I
Yeah.
was already invested in that kind of content, like
She
late
gave me an
night,
Elvirus.
cool show about horror movies. And then Joe Bob pretty much covered B horror movies. I definitely stayed up and watched. How old are you? I'm 44.
Wait, am I 43 or 44? I actually fucking forgot.
About the same.
Wait, no, I'm 44. I'm 44. Man, because
Yeah.
I just had a birthday not too long ago. It's hard to say 44. It's killing me.
So you probably
But,
grew up watching the same stuff, right?
Yeah, I remember when he was back on the movie channel on Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater, and he used to show not just horror movies. He would show those like Vice Academy movies, those Andy Sedaris movies like Hard Ticket to Hawaii and things like that. So it was it was mostly exploitation movies that he was showing, not just horror. And then when he got into Monster Vision, that's when he started to sort of concentrate on more horror, like the Friday the 13th stuff. And now we're just pure horror. We stray every so often, but not very often. It's maybe 1 or 2 things. We showed The Mothers, which is sort of an exploitation 70s movie. Not a lot of horror, not a lot of stuff like that. But for the most part,
Is
we're
it
a horror
about
show
mothers?
right now. Muthers. We showed it on. It's about this gang of action African American women who beat the shit out of people. It's really good. It's from the 70s. It's like is that a bell? What is that?
I don't know what you're
So
talking
it's
about.
like Quentin Tarantino's favorite genre of movies, right? The
Exactly. It's like
blaxploitation.
blaxploitation. There you go. That's what it was. And that was sort of an off the beaten path choice for Mother's Day. But other than that, we do pure horror. I mean, Day of the Dead was our season finale.
Mothers.
I think
Mother's
that's
Day was another-
Danzig's favorite movie.
Mother's Day was another tremendous trauma flick directed by Charles Kaufman, Lloyd Kaufman's brother.
His brother.
And also Elizabeth Kaufman, his sister, did a lot of the art design and direction, I think, on that art direction on that film. I actually got to go. No. But maybe that's where the only connection I can maybe think of between Evil Dead and Mother's Day. Those two films were probably out.
You know what's
around.
interesting about Mother's Day? It was shot at the exact summer, right across the lake from the original Friday the 13th. So while those things were being shot
Crystal
at the same
Lake?
exact time,
Was the dead boy in there?
Well, yeah. Well, no. More importantly, I think I've heard rumors, and now you know how Lloyd likes to talk shit, that the Friday the 13th original script changed a bit when they got wind of what Mother's Day was about.
You're kidding.
And I think Lloyd. Well, actually, I was at Film Noir Cinema a couple of weeks ago when they did some showing of Mother's Day, where Charles Kaufman did a intro video for Lloyd. And they played it. It was freaking wild, dude. And then he did his usual Q&A. And part of the Q&A, Lloyd started to go off and say that Charles had said that Friday the 13th ripped him off and his story off, and made a lot more money than he did. So it's interesting stuff. The Kaufmans like to say that, though, that people are
Oh, fucking Stevie,
stealing their gold
over here, dude.
Whoa.
Everybody's ripping bits off, right? Like I've heard that before.
Not what I said.
Hoo-hoo, Robin.
Yeah, so it sounds like you grew up watching all the same stuff I did. I like
Yeah.
Elvira. The Elvira movies were way over the top, but you probably grew up watching the Ernest and Elvira were like always on HBO. Always on.
All that stuff.
Always
What
on.
was that, Vern?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, that shit was on 24/7 on HBO.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Hold on. You mean? Oh shit! It's hard to see.
I'm trying
How about,
to use
how
the
about
phone.
Elvira? How about Elvira?
Yo.
You ever meet her or dealt with her?
Yeah.
Because she's in the horror community, so
Yes,
you probably rubbed elbows
She
with
was
her at least.
She was on
I
our
see that up there.
last season, and she came on not as Elvira. She came on as Cassandra Peterson, and very nice, very good. And it was her birthday, so my girlfriend Liz Shack, she works on the show as well. She made a cake for her and drew Elvira on the cake and presented it to her, and she loved it. She was so happy. So it was a good day. She's such a nice person. That's the thing is a lot of the times that these horror icons and stuff are so fucking nice. I was really, really afraid to meet Tom Savini because I am a huge fan of his work. I think the man's a genius. But I had heard beforehand that he was kind of not nice to people at conventions and things like that through like a lot of trauma guys and stuff. Turns out, guy's the sweetest guy, nicest guy, offers up the stories before you even ask, so it doesn't have to be awkward that you have to ask him things. And it just really changed my mind on being nervous to meet these celebrities and things like that, because most of them just want to do a good job. No, Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee he did meet Lloyd Kaufman, though, with Travis Irvine, who directed a movie called Coons for Trauma. Now, I don't know
no way.
okay, so
Wait, what?
that's what I thought that was about, but it's actually about killer raccoons.
Raccoons.
So
Yeah, look, you just disappointed everybody. The whole panel is fucking.
Well, we have a really good friend from Sydney, Nova Scotia, and the guy was attacked by a bunch of wild coons. It's
Oh my
unfortunate.
God.
He's still
No,
recovering.
not that.
Still recovering, but
Jesus
he
Christ.
should make a
Hey,
great
speaking of
comeback.
animals, Derek, can you throw to the lizard link that I sent you? It would really mean a lot to me if you played.
If it's music, I don't want to play it, but
It's
if
not
it's-
music because John is performing it live in his with an acoustic guitar. It's his own
What do you play?
small clip, and there are multiple of them. It's not copywritten whatsoever. I know you are really, really paranoid about that, but I can guarantee that the songs that I clipped off of his Facebook feed from 2018 will not.
Yeah, Mr.
trigger
Producer
a
should
copy
have that.
Written.
Now, John,
strike.
since
Right.
you met Elvira,
Paranoid
and she wasn't
motherfucker.
dressed
I love you.
as Elvira, does that mean you didn't get to see her big fucking tits?
Yeah, I definitely want to get back to Elvira, like we were talking, but we'll do this.
Let's
real
say
quick.
that day she was
Side.
very conservatively dressed.
A turtleneck, you fucking bitch! Sorry. No, she's a nice lady. She's a nice. Get out.
Oh, wait a second. Oh. Oh man! So wow, that's some old shit.
So there's one more. We got one more take at least. Actually, I got two more takes for you.
The lizard took a shit.
Yeah, I got two more. Here we go.
How much shit? Oh boy.
Smell like you can shit, baby. Yeah, the frog motherfucking shit on the lizard, yeah.
And Paul Guy
One last one.
Bamboo, yeah, the lizard. It took a shit. And it smell like the human shit. Ooh, yeah, the lizard took a shit. Well, it smell like the human shit. Yeah, the lizard took a shit. Oh, wop, bop, loop, bop, wop, down too. You smell like shit, lizard. Woo! Yeah.
Where was that? Where did you film that?
I was the only guitar player.
All right.
Where, can we watch that again? And like, is that the is that the set for the drive-in?
Bobby P has an actual.
Holy
bearded
shit!
dragon.
Put Bobby P's. Put
Hell
Bobby P
yeah.
up there.
Those things, I was really not into them before the Joe Bob Briggs show, and I met Ernie. Now I love bearded dragons. They're like cats.
They are.
They're-
I have two cats that run around with them.
Oh, they're amazing. And they have
They're
personality, and they love
Okay.
people. Look at that thing. It's so cool looking.
Yeah,
Big
it
boy.
looks like it really loves him.
But
He's having the time of his life.
He always
Look at
looks
that
Fucking
massive smile.
pouring up a storm. Look, it's making bread. No.
but yeah, I guess there's one caveat that apparently the lizard has an odorous feces.
Yeah, so we went away to do a day's work, and we left the lizard in the tank in the hotel room. We came back, and it fucking smelled like shit. But I mean, so bad
Their
that we
shit smells
we
like
thought somebody had eaten Taco Bell, and while we were gone, and it turns out it was the lizard shit, and we couldn't let the moment pass without commemorating it with a song.
Yeah.
So
No, that is
I
from
want all the fans to know that you are the writer of the music and performer, of course, of the music for the drive-in with Joe Bob Briggs on Shutter.
last drive-in. Last drive-in.
Let's drive in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Joe
Fuck, I
Bob
always say it
Briggs.
wrong.
Here's some
It's okay,
scary
buddy.
movies that I like.
I reckon that
Yeah,
boy
obviously.
things with the drive in there.
I forgot what Joe
Oh,
Bob
well.
sounds like. I'm sorry.
There's
I
that
just
ran
got-
on Shutter. So, are they not going to be bringing that back, or are they going to be doing just like specials? I see they had like Thanksgiving, Christmas specials.
yeah,
like,
so I can't say right
marathons.
now. I can't say right now as to what the future holds. Joe Bob died in the finale, so we don't know. Hey, it aired on Friday. If you didn't see it, shit. But yeah. So I don't know. We don't know the future of The Last Drive-In. I hope it gets renewed, so I have a job. Otherwise, I have to go back to being a janitor, and that would just be amazing. So,
Season 6 needs to happen.
yeah.
Woo! Well, obviously with Joe Bob, he went through a lot of different career moves. So, I mean, I even remember seeing him for a minute on like Comedy Central doing like the Daily Show, and
Yes, he did a segment called God Stuff, which is really funny, and he went around and just talked to.
It was out of the
religious
blue, and it was real quick, and it didn't last long or whatever. But it was. I just remembered seeing him on there. It was like, what the hell? Joe Bob's on a Daily Show. It was a trip.
Yeah, Joe Bob's done a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, Casino.
Casino, he's the guy who was caught cheating in Casino.
Yep.
Oh shit!
So and he's
Very
also in
interesting
Face
career.
Off. He's a plastic surgeon in Face Off, I think. So
He's the one who takes the face.
He's the one who tries to do it. Yes, yeah, you know that movie is kind of underrated. I think I don't know.
Terrible.
That's why it's underrated because it's terrible.
Yeah.
Because I ran my thumb down your face.
Yes.
That was the thing to let his wife know that it was actually him, because that when he always kissed her, he'd run his thumb down his face or something like that.
That's
I don't know.
right.
Yeah.
Beautiful film, Face Off. May not be, you know, the most entertaining from a story perspective for everybody, but that John Woo is a excellent director.
You think a wife would be able to tell the difference between somebody else's cock? I think two guys' cocks kind of look a little different.
I mean, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage kind of look a little bit different, you know.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. A. He's been in a movie. It was called Two Cocks, One Mouth. It was very disgusting. You wouldn't want to watch it.
I was the asshole.
There we go. Hit him.
Derek almost got cast for Born on the 4th of July.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no,
See what you did there.
All right. And, okay.
No, but I did want to say that possibly that show has ended forever. We don't know, but you still do jamborees with Joe Bob. Looks like you got one up in October.
Yes, October 6th through 8th in Las Vegas. We're going to the West End Drive-In, and it's going to be a 3-day fiesta. We haven't announced our special main event guest yet, but
it's gotta be
Jerry
huge, man.
Seinfeld?
That would be amazing.
If you're in Vegas, you're close to LA, so I feel like that's got to be amazing. And I know, really quick, the guys probably don't realize that you do that usually on the East Coast at the Mahoning Drive-In. We
did two. We did one at the Mahoning Drive-In in Pennsylvania. Then last year we did Memphis, and now we worked our way across to Vegas. And
That's
then I
great.
heard rumors that maybe the next one possibly could be Texas. We'll see.
Wow, Austin?
Everything's bigger in Texas.
I don't know.
Houston or
Thank you
Austin,
for
I
not
guess,
singing
is probably my-
"Walking in Memphis," everyone. Appreciate that. That shows great restraint.
We're learning. We're getting
You
better.
did a remake
It's good.
of you wheeling around in Memphis.
I also
I
sang.
was wheeling in Memphis. I
Oh
was
my
wheeling with
God.
my feet up on the ground.
John Brennan.
Stevie Lou.
Otherwise, they'd be
Usually you're good about
dragging.
this.
All right, I'm sorry.
You told me not to talk over you.
Yeah, let's all talk
Yeah,
at once.
fuck you, Stevie Lou.
John Brennan.
Fuck
What
you,
is your,
Stevie Lou.
what's
Let's
the
all
best
talk
song
at
that
once.
you've ever done? Okay.
The best?
No.
Um,
What's the best song? What was your favorite song that you've ever made yourself?
Well, I got to be
All your
honest.
stuff on
It's
Bandcamp. You've got 18 albums. You know, it's hard to. Probably more than that.
yeah.
What one would you tell me to listen to?
Well, I would say that the greatest thing that has ever happened to me is the Joe Bob Briggs theme song. Joe Bob is back in town. It came out
love it.
really fast. It was I got asked to submit a demo. 24 hours later, I had written it, recorded it, done it, and it got approved that day. So nothing in my life has ever been so lucky or easy or any of that. And the reason I wrote that song was because I was really inspired by Paul Williams from the Muppet movie and his work. I don't know if you guys know Paul Williams from Phantom of Paradise and all that stuff.
I saw the movie, but I know a lot
Love
of
Boat,
Muppets
yes.
on here.
So
He was an O&A guy, right?
Well, they made fun of him a lot because he sung the Love Boat.
He was like a target. No way target. That's
He was a
better way to
target,
say
but
it.
he is a musical genius, and I was inspired by him because I envisioned in my head the idea that Joe Bob was coming back to town, and right next to the drive-in was a graveyard full of zombies and wolves and mummies that are all Muppet type of people singing this song. And it just seriously flowed out of me. And the fact that it was approved so fast, and now it's been 6 years of people, I mean, all kinds of people sing it. They all cite it. They say that they really love it. It's really weird. I saw one Twitter feed where I wasn't even tagged or anything, and people were just like, what's the greatest theme song of all time? And 2 people said Joe Bob is back in town. So I was just like, who could have ever believed that shit would happen? I was just making music in my stupid bedroom for 20 years before that ever happened. So it's a strange.
You guys,
and you're releasing the soundtrack from the final season coming up soon, also, correct? And it's gonna be on vinyl. What?
Yeah, on vinyl from
That's what I was
Ship
gonna
to
say.
Shore.
I got it.
Ship to Shore Phonoco, they put out a bunch of the stuff from the show. We did Volume 1, which is seasons 1 through 3. That was in 2021. Now pre-orders are ready for Volume 2, which is seasons 4 and 5. But in this case, we have a lot more musical guests. We had the guitarist from LA Guns on there. We had Tim Capello from the Lost Boys on there. You know,
wait,
LA
Guns, that's Guns N' Roses, isn't it? The original?
Well,
the original.
Exactly. That started out. This guy, Ace Von Johnson, came in, I think in the 90s.
I play.
Ace Ventura?
Oh, that's great. What is that?
Cigar box guitar.
Oh, that's amazing. Hell yeah.
He made it himself.
I play a 7-string, generally.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford a real guitar, so he made that one out of a cigar box.
Let him go.
Poor guy.
A little bit.
Go now. Hang on.
All right, quiet.
Did you ever see Deliverance?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was his dad. His dad is a little kid in that movie.
You're kidding.
That was Bobby's dad, the banjo player, the little kid.
Holy shit! I might have to.
Like him.
I might have to call you up and ask you to play some slide on my stuff.
Bobby, you heard that?
Using a lighter. That's all.
Yeah, but Bobby's a very talented guitarist as well, so that was very kind of you, Johnny.
Hey, Amos Moses.
He was also playing that shit with a Bic lighter because he has more white trash than I am, and that is a fucking.
I don't have a glass slide. What do you want?
Yeah, I'd say it's a dead heat.
They say
there,
flick
but...
your dick. They didn't mean on a
dead
banjo.
heat. A dead fucking heat. Fuck you, dude. That motherfucker's got me on. That motherfucker's got me on white trash all day.
Dead Heat, yeah, another great movie.
Like
good call,
trash.
good
I'm from
segue. Dead
Mississippi,
Heat.
you son
Good
of
job.
a bitch. You're from Florida. You're Florida man. I'm Mississippi guy.
That's
Go-
two very different breeds.
Fuck
What?
you.
All
You're
right,
more
this is fun.
chemical.
Oh, okay. How about this? Drive-in movies. What's your greatest drive-in theater moment of your childhood? Obviously, they don't even have that. Maybe if you're in a big city, they have them nowadays, but it's pretty rare.
We got him around here.
John.
Yeah,
That question's for you, not these knuckleheads.
Saw that Fred Flintstone was there, and he ordered all those Brontosaurus Rex.
Oh,
I'll fucking kill you, Cherry. In
And
Minecraft.
A side of Brontosaurus, the ribs.
Side of Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus burgers. The thing that I remember most at the drive-in when I was a kid was Karate Kid Part 2. I went to a drive-in and saw that. And it was so fucking good. I love that. I don't care about Karate Kid 2 is a masterpiece. I don't care what anybody says.
I gotta learn karate.
Good shit.
Can we please, before we have to let John go soon, I know he's got a heart out, and thank you, John, for being very patient.
We wish he had a hard on. Am I right,
That's a
guys?
nice way to tell someone to get rid of them.
Thank you, John.
No, if you want to hang for a little more too, but I know we don't want to
Just
fucking.
sitting here drinking my iced tea, whatever.
Cool. Can we please get to that one? If it's Miss Producer can get to the one clip that's labeled "Berry Head," that would be very, very nice.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
I would love to play this, and I know those Lizard took a shit videos are back from 2018.
Oh,
I think this next video we're about to play was from around that time. And let's just play it. Let's just play it. Everybody, quiet.
You be quiet, Berryhead.
I was right about the Kevin Smith deal.
There's some cunt online who implicated me in some fucking Pizzagate shit, and he wanted to get to the bottom of it. Well, this is the bottom, motherfucker. I'm coming after you. I'm calling you out, you scum fuck. You're done. You're fucking done.
What happened?
There's some cunt on.
So
one of the greatest videos of all time
in Minecraft.
Let him explain. Let him explain, please.
This was real. There's these guys who were tangentially related to Pizzagate started this thing called Tromagate, that they started to say that Lloyd Kaufman was in a satanic pedophile ring, would hide children in the basement of Troma,
of his house and his house,
and all this stuff. Now, look, who knows? But
Whoa! That's when it really started to get.
But in Minecraft.
The truth is, all of a sudden, in one video, he started to go after people who I was working with, because it wasn't getting traction, but it started to get traction when he started to take screenshots of people who worked at Troma, of their Instagram and all sorts of stuff. And he took a picture of my Instagram. I put up a stupid picture of a cat at a DJ table with a pizza, and he was scratching the pizza. Now this guy, I forgot his real name. It was like
we'll call him Berryhead, though.
Yeah, he's really Berryhead.
Yeah.
But it was like Random Rants of Ryan was his name,
right.
and he had like a sidekick called Camden. Now they were like, "Oh, look at this picture. See that's points to it's pizza,
evidence,
and
yeah.
it points to Satanism, whatever." So, what happened was we found this guy with fucking pictures of pizza on his Instagram. So we started it's real. He's like sitting there like, "Hey, pizza." So we started.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. So we started a thing called fire herpes, where
hashtag fire herpes.
Yeah, I started fire herpes. Hashtag fire herpes, which is herpes for 1,000 years in hell. And the only way that I figured that I could defeat these guys was by actually telling them that I did satanic black magic. And I sort of believed it at the time because I was getting really riled up. Like, who the fuck is this motherfucker from Oregon coming and say that I'm somehow related to a satanic pedophile ring?
Yeah, Derek.
Wait, who did the magic?
I never said that.
Me. I did satanic black magic on this guy because he disappeared. He disappeared for 4 days. And then he posted a video, an apology video, saying he retracted everything that he had said, but he had these fucking splotches all over his head. And people in that community started to believe that I actually
had actual spiritual powers from Satan.
Curse on him?
Yeah, the fire herpes works. So if you ever need to defeat somebody who is a delusional piece of shit, hashtag fire herpes, it works. It fucking works.
I hope there's two specific people out there are listening very closely to what my friend John just had said there. I think that is very apropos because John, I'm sure as you can imagine, a fucking crazy ass. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking. A fucking punk rock shit. I was in the middle of a fucking sentence. You know, doing something when I'm in the middle of a sentence.
Well, it'd take too long. So
and then there was what Stevie Lou was trying to say is Satan is a tool, an instrument of God.
You're also a tool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So thanks, John. Thank you.
Where's the beeps? Where's the guns? All that. Where's the booze?
That's what the guns that you can't show them. I would love to, but I can't.
Yes, we've also experienced our trolls. I guess if you're on the internet or you're on TV, I guess you're bound to catch a few of those along the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, people have nothing better to do. So the strange thing about those guys was they had all these weird things that they had done. Which how do you go after somebody when you have all these controversies and things like that? It's so easy to dismantle. At least if these guys had sort of a squeaky clean image or something, but they had all this shit that other people in the community wanted to basically destroy them. So when hashtag was introduced into their universe, they were done. They just
Fire
disappeared.
herpes.
Yeah.
It's a good way. You just basically punch them back in the mouth. That's how you deal with a bully sometimes. And fucking the guy's channel's gone.
It's gone.
I tried clicking. I tried clicking. And I think, John, what it is like a lot of times it's projection on their part when they do start swinging hard at other people that they don't necessarily know at all. You know, it's a lot of times that it's like their own fucked up shit that they can't handle and they struggle to deal with. So they're swinging at you as a way to make themselves feel better, I guess.
I really don't know what their end game was, other
psychology.
Than maybe they were making money on it somehow because they always had in the comment section, you know, some sort of a PayPal, this and that. So people must have been donating to this lunacy because, okay, in all honesty here, all jokes aside, even though it's a comedy show, if you really want to investigate pedophilia and find out where the fucking problems lie, it's not at Troma Entertainment. Troma Entertainment is making some stupid fucking movies. That, trust me, there's no kids in the basement. But these guys were barking up the wrong tree for money, and they were using that to exploit people so that they could just get money. And I think that's the most disgusting thing to do.
Attention gets money. Yeah,
sure.
If they get attention, it gets money. That's how life is now.
That's how it is. So they were exploiting children in another way to fucking make money. I think that's even more disgusting.
That was your main. That was one of your main points that you stuck by, and I love that.
Yeah.
That that these people are barking up wrong trees, and if you really want to start barking up trees, go after actual,
If you want to
fucked
do
up
it,
people.
do it for real.
Yeah.
Don't fucking just pick a target because they're popular.
Right.
If they're their main reasoning was because James Gunn, who started with Trauma, made a few naughty tweets in the
The
past.
tweet about the baby or whatever that got him fired and then rehired, though.
Right.
He's one of the few guys that really stood up to the fire, and remember that was happening when we were on the set of Shakespeare's Shitstorm, bro. That was was kind of something that really emboldened a lot of folks. Some people quit, real early on, and
There
others were
was two
like,
people
"Holy
who actually,
shit!"
Yeah, they quit because they just was like, we can't be associated with this sort of thing.
Right.
It wasn't because of the rating shit.
No,
that came
yeah.
later. That came much later. Yeah.
David Chandler, no, Stevie Lou, you befriended a bigger bully. I need names. Who are you talking about, David Chandler? You're not saying I'm a bully, I hope.
I hope it's me.
And that may not be the real DC.
I don't see horns on Derek.
Yeah, that's probably not the real DC. Now that I think about it. Anyway, yeah, there were people that. All right, but fuck, where were we going with that? I lost my track of my thought.
I don't know. I interrupted you again. I'm sorry.
No, that actually was This one was me. This one was all on me. Yeah, no. Okay, what I was thinking was that. Yeah, I mean, we've gone over the whole Nickelodeon producer that had the fucking crazy foot fetish and actual criminal type pedophilia issues, and that's back then when that shit was like the hot topic for sure, and you had these red pilled folks out there who were willing to throw money at any kind of cockamamie fucking thread that may have kind of fallen out on things. And you're right, if you do want to look at Hollywood, we can certainly find countless stories, but that's another thing. I've never
actually,
all the crazy shit that happens on a fucking Trauma set. It's never been fucking something weird and disgusting like that.
No, not Dan Snyder over here.
Right.
Oh, Dean Snyder.
Yeah, I remember when they cut off Rose McGowan's leg, dude. That shit was fucked up.
But they gave her a gun, so she
gave her a gun. She did all right.
Peg legs are awesome. No, I went and watched Sound of Freedom yesterday, and it's kind of interesting that that movie was made 5 years ago, and no one wanted to pick that movie up. And they ended up Disney Corporation owned it, and they ended up buying it from Disney Columbia, their Colombian division. But they couldn't get it made by anybody put out into theaters. So they had to end up buying it back from Disney and then releasing it into theaters themselves, which is, I guess, in a long way of saying it, ended up kind of being like an independent film because isn't it weird that corporations like Disney and Netflix and Hulu don't want nothing to do with that story? And they pretty much had to put it out like Passion of the Christ. Mel Gibson ended up funding that entire movie himself to get it put out. I didn't know if you had any thoughts on that whole situation or why Hollywood doesn't want to touch the sex trafficking.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking weird thing. And then everybody got all up in arms about that Cuties movie. You remember that shit? Netflix put that out.
Oh yeah, I watched that a couple of times. I mean, yeah, it was terrible.
I got rid of Netflix after that happened, and I haven't got it back. I'm never gonna have Netflix on my TV ever again after that shit.
And never forget what Jonathan Landis did to those kids. That motherfucker Jonathan Landis needs to go burn in hell, Jonathan.
What did he do?
No, he didn't touch him, but he had the helicopter thing. That's
I think he fucked some kids or something, dude.
I thought we were talking about that coach that would help
video on DX. You'd
girls' knees by fingering their pussies.
I bombed. It's okay. I bomb sometimes.
That's all right. Can I do? You brought up Disney Columbia. I had a quick impression. I'm very sorry. This is gonna bomb too, but I want to do my impression of Disney Columbia. You want to see the bad guy?
Okay.
That was a really good impression. I wish you put a mask on for that again.
Thanks for embarrassing Derek again, dude, in front of our guest.
Where is that voice coming from?
I'm pissing out the window, dude.
Yeah. So John, our one of our buddies here, that's Granny Hole. He urinates out the window.
He lives in Florida, believe it or not.
Second story window. He goes and pisses.
And you know what?
No, he's a fucking liar. It's a goddamn. It's
The
a
window's
trailer.
above a playground. Right by his
And
it's really awkward. Sometimes we'll hear like screaming from the playground.
What's that, mommy?
You know, shit like that. It's very disturbing.
They're absolutely lying. I've only urinated on several raccoons and our cat.
Cool.
So good.
Coons.
Oh shit! We got the Italian stallion back in the house.
Oh no!
Better play that drop for him.
Spicy Italian.
What was that, Frankie? I couldn't quite hear you.
Spicy Italian.
Spicy Italian. Ooh, you got your own drop now, Bobby P's roommate, sexual partner.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
John, this is our the section of the show where we get the ladies in the audience all hot and bothered. They get all hot and bothered by Bobby P's much more attractive roommate.
Yeah, when you look at him, just look at him as if he were just a piece of meat, because that's pretty much what he is at this point.
Yeah.
Oh boy. He's so
That's sake. Did you learn that one from Bobby? I see.
Oh yeah, that's Bobby all the way.
Now you just gotta have cum dripping from it like he does. All right.
I hope
He's
you
so
all know
spicy.
he has a tiny penis. It's this
Whoa.
fucking big, dude. A wreck.
Who?
Not even
Bobby
that big.
P's roommate.
It's not even that
No, it's not true.
Hold
I had a
on,
question for
everybody.
you.
David Chandler says, "It's me, Stevie. Want me to go grab Deadpool? He's been
Yeah,
looking for you."
I was hoping it wasn't him. I was really kind of just trying to put that vibe out there that it wasn't him, but no.
It's true.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much
do
always
kinda
got
gotta
an
go
eye
eat
out
dinner.
for you at this point.
Yeah, I thought I
He's
was
searching
Mr.
the interwebs looking for you at all times.
So, yeah, John, I don't think we explained this completely. There is a fan out there who is, we did already, right? We've been, oh, fuck, there he is.
This is the one that wants you dead?
Yeah, well, not dead. He just thinks.
He just gets him kicked the fuck off. You better
Yeah.
fucking shut the fuck up while you got time, bud.
Or talk more, because I've only got a few
Oh,
minutes.
yeah,
I don't-
actually, yeah. Get it in. Come on. Fucking rapid fucking fire this shit.
You're a much easier target when nervous, so I'm just going to play it cool. I'm going to play it cool.
Yeah.
And the going, yeah. No, I just want to ask the $399. That's how much it'll take to get you off the show.
Started off at $199, and apparently that was way too easy. So I was like, all right, let's double my rate and see how that works for him. And he's still
Get out of my
there.
seat.
He knows it only costs $200, but I'll raise it to $300 from now on. If you want Stevie off this show, it's $301. John, I had a question. Well, while you worked at Shudder on the Joe Bob show, they had an entire server crash. What the hell happened? How do you have an entire server crash and lose all your shit on a show that important?
Yeah, so the first marathon that we did for Joe Bob, Shudder just wasn't prepared for the amount of people that wanted to watch it. So when everybody tuned in, they couldn't handle the bandwidth or whatever the hell is going on those servers, and they crashed. And they tried to get them back up. They got them back up maybe 2 or 3 movies into the marathon where everybody was able to then stream it. But it's just strange because most of the people who watch the show tune in for the live stream on the Friday night. You know, so it's all converging in one time for the stream, as opposed to, we get repeat viewings and stuff when they post it up on Sundays. But when everybody's clamoring to get in on that, they just didn't have the setup. They didn't know what they were asking for.
It's crazy for TV not to be prepared. As our own Frankie McDonald would say, be prepared for someone on. Bobby P.
Oh no,
yeah,
my
you had
server's
something important to say?
crashing! Ah!
Bobby P. Yeah, what?
What's up, dude?
Huh?
What happened?
You said Derek, and you said 1 second.
No, I said Jerry. But I was going to say put up the book.
Hey, speaking of books, John, I just
You're
wanted
muted,
to say
Jerry.
that thing you put me onto with that guy Jamie about the movie Street Trash, the book that Jamie Chimino was.
That happened?
Yes, I met him just a few days ago. Him and two other of his father and his uncle or his cousin were out visiting New York, and they worked this little trip out to Brooklyn, to my area, to go revisit a lot of the we went to 8 different locations, bro. We fucking walked 6 miles. We walked 6 miles from 9 to 12:30. We covered 6 miles of ground, and we matched up a lot of the original frames from Street Trash to what it looks like now in 2023.
Awesome. Because that we watched Street Trash on Stevie Lou's
Blood
other
Smoker
podcast.
video. Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of my best episodes by far. We had quite a raucous panel going that night, watching the 80s cult meltcore film Street Trash.
Hell yeah.
I think I brought that up on this program here before, but just to remind
Stevie, I think you better get it all out right now. Deadpool is here.
Jesus Christ.
Well.
Oh yeah.
The Jew. I mean, loose.
What? All right, so yeah. Oh my God, I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah. Blunt Smoker video is a great cannabis.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Stevie. Bye.
You killed him.
Yo,
why'd you do that?
Yeah, thank you very much for donating, Mr. Deadpool. And also, we appreciate your generosity, and we do your bidding. So that's bye.
Oh, fuck.
That's that for that.
Bye, Stevie. See ya.
Is that permanent? That's
Bye,
forever.
Stevie. Bye, Stevie's lawyers.
Just for the show. Just for the show.
Oh, this show.
Yeah, it's
for this episode.
It's every show, so he follows them
Don't
around to
break the
all
third
these
wall.
different shows, and that's it. He gets executed.
Who is he?
Executed
Deadpool?
in
Wow,
Minecraft.
Deadpool. That's pretty cool.
And yeah, no, it works out great for everyone except for Stevie. It's the best. It's our favorite.
Wow, look, it's awesome what Deadflu's doing, but it's also awesome that somebody hates Stevie Lou enough to pay to get him out of the fucking show.
That's fucking crazy.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of fun.
Crazy.
A lot of fun.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's got a whole new hashtag. Cancel Stevie Lou. Executed.
If you got any extra money laying around, I'm raising money for cancer kids. So cancel Stevie Lou and let's donate to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital Cheese for Charity in my band camp. So if you got the money laying around, let's do it.
Hey, John.
That was a kill like in a horror movie.
Right.
Hey, John.
Yo. Good one.
You met my roommate just now.
Yeah.
He's
Spicy Italian.
He's also my drummer. Would you like to hear him?
He's also your lover?
Sure. No.
Wait,
he's Italian. He's Italian. I'm not.
Does he play? He plays?
Watch
Drum?
this.
Oh
Go.
yeah, let's do it. Fuck, that was like 16-4 time. That was like amazing.
And no, he's that's my drummer. He's good. He's good. And I play it. I play guitar. So hey.
Yeah, John. So it seems like you've done some collaborations. Have you just produced other people's music, or have you actually done music with I seen you even did like a rap video for someone there like in New York City, Mac 40 or something like that.
Oh my God, Deadpool Mac 40. Holy shit, that was like fucking 20 years ago. Yeah, I don't know how I got into that. That guy somehow found me through my friend and I edited his video. That's kind of a good song. I remember it being pretty good. But I collaborate with whoever, especially now on the show, whoever they ask me to. So, like I said, we had Tim Capello, we had the guy from LA Guns, we had Fabio Frizzi, the great Italian composer for movies, the Lucio Fulci movies. So I'm down for collaboration. I also produced a record for Joe Bob Briggs, Joe Bob and the Lone Stars. We had Piggy D from Rob Zombie's band. We had Frank Iero from My Chemical Romance, Fabio Frizzi. It was it was really cool to do. So I mean, I'm not like the greatest producer ever. I'm more into my own shit as far as home recording and all the stuff, because I have a pretty decent setup now after collecting equipment for 20 years. So I can make a decent sounding thing from my home. In the studio, it's a little different. It's a little, I get really nervous when we're paying, you know, $800 for this and that and the other thing, and people aren't organized.
Perfectionist. I understand that. Yeah.
Absolutely. When it's under my stuff and I can control it, that's the way that I like to do it. But when you're in the studio and you're paying money, it gets really nerve-wracking. So
Yes.
yeah,
I've been there too. Fuck. Yeah. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
No, I understand, man. It's really, it is. I mean, because, you know, you're playing shows and everything, but whenever you go to record your CD or whatever, that it's just, you're just, and you get nervous. I don't like that.
Cool.
I don't like being nervous, but I'm not nervous on stage. I'm nervous in the studio.
Same.
Yeah, someone was asking for that link again, so I'm going to pop that back up on screen for your charity.
Oh, Cheats for Charity. Oh, amazing. Yeah, so that's
he was asking for that.
Wow, thank you so much. I'm going to round that up.
Oh, today's literally the last day for it?
Well, it was we were going to do it the last day on the season finale, but now that I'm on this show and I haven't tallied it up, why not reopen the books, see if we can get any more for St. Jude's, and bring it out on Wednesday. And then of course, in order to convince everybody that I actually donate this money, I'm going to put the receipt online and everything. So yeah. I'm not just a scumbag who's going to steal the money from the cancer children.
It would be hilarious, but yeah, no, you're not.
No.
You're not.
So, yeah. So is this show like Last Man Standing kind of thing where everybody just drops out until there's only one person left?
Almost.
No, they're not necessarily supposed to drop out. They just, either way, either they're, for whatever reasons, their internet stops working, or they got stuff to go do. So it's not a big deal to take off during the show. So yeah, if we end up with the five of us, so be it. That's how it is.
Amazing.
Maybe not so much talking over each other too. Sometimes it works out good that way.
Hey,
so we can hear more about what you want to talk about.
Well, what do you guys do? Tell me about your side. I mean, I know this is your show and you probably get it out there, but I don't know any of you guys. So what the fuck is going on? What do you guys do?
Play guitar.
Yeah, pretty much. We all just podcast, and we're kind of part of this weird little dabbleverse is what they're calling it these days, where we're just we talk mostly about the things going on in the podcasting community, which it ranges from like Miseryless Company, you know, like all the people we were talking about before, Kevin Brennan and Bob Levy and Chad Zumox, and there's all this Stuttering John, of course, the one you knew. You know, it revolved around the O&A scene from the old days, Opie and Anthony.
Oh yeah,
and then the Howard Stern, because there's like even Shuley now has a podcast where he's pretty much. Do you remember Shuley?
I do.
Yeah, like he has his own network on YouTube now.
And Shuley Network.
He has like Bob Levy on his show, and Mike Morse, and a bunch of these comedians always stop in, and then you got Anthony. He does Compound Media,
yes,
and he has like Gino Bisconti and Chrissy Mayer and a bunch of these comedians on his show. Excuse me, on his network. They're behind a paywall. It's Compound Media.
Interesting. So, you know who's from the Howard Stern show was a fan of the Joe Bob Briggs show and actually direct messaged me once was Richard Christie. That dude out of nowhere was just like, hey, I really love the show. I just want to let you guys know. And I was like, holy fuck, this guy gave me so much joy with his phony phone calls and all the bits. Amazing. So yeah, he's a fan of Joe Bob.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm sure a lot of people are though. That show's been around for so long and spanned 3 freaking decades. I mean, that's 4 maybe. Shit.
I heard just really random people like Drew Carey. Somebody said is a big fan of Joe Bob Briggs. So it's like Joe Bob is the working man's critic. You know, he doesn't do the highfalutin shit. He does the down and dirty drive-in exploitation movies, and I think people appreciate that.
Look, if you're doing what you love, who gives a shit what anybody thinks?
That's true.
Yeah, so do you have anything cooking as far as music goes, or
yes.
do you do a band on the weekends and hang out with your buddies and do music or anything like that?
Say August 19th in Brooklyn, I have a show at the Heart Bar with my band John Brennan and the Big Feet. We do all kinds of stuff. Kinds of stuff. Yeah, and the logo's good. It's all of our heads in Bigfoot's toes. So
I love toes. That's my secret fish.
And so we're gonna do a concert with a group from China called Round Eye. They're a punk band from China, and it's gonna be a good build.
Hilarious.
They're spies. They're spies.
Probably, but hey, they asked me to do a show. I thought it sounded cool. I'm ready to do it with the spies, you know.
Yeah,
and then on the 25th, I'm supposed to do something in Jersey City, but that's going to be more of a secret sort of. They're going to announce it like the week before, and then it's going to be a whole thing. So yeah, I dabble in live stuff, but it's really hard to get people together. It's like, you know, some people have kids, this and that and the other thing. I got a job. It's like fucking. I mean, I wish I was 19 again and with no responsibilities, and I could just make music 24/7. But
well, that's kind of what the podcast world is too, because like all these guys, half of them have jobs and whatever they sometimes they can and can't show up.
Oh, sorry, we can have jobs, unlike you. I'm sure you can work from home.
My job is to babysit these idiots, believe it or not.
Doing a good
He's
job.
our babysitter, John. He's
okay.
Sorry, John. This might sound like a really, but I'm sure I just asked this before. But what is your favorite song that you've ever made yourself?
That was the last drive-in theme song. Joe Bob is back in town. That's like the best thing that ever happened to me as far as music is concerned. The other one that I really love that I got to do for the show because fans just went wild for it is the Spookies rap.
Spookies. Yeah, I love that rap. That's
awesome. He loves the Spookies.
Yeah, Spookies, it's like they didn't have an end credit rap song, and the director, Austin Jennings, said, what do you want to do this season? And I said, I really want to do a hip-hop song. He said, that's great. We'll do one for Spookies because they don't have an end credit rap, and we'll talk about blah, blah, blah. And we just came up with this thing organically, and people loved it. And I got to use the music from the score. I got permission to sample it. So all the stuff that you hear in the song on the beat is samples from the actual Spooky soundtrack. So it's an authentic hip hop track, I think.
Hey,
very cool.
I need to check it out myself.
Now, in the music video, when the guy is rapping, is that actually you in the costume?
That's me in the Muckman outfit. Yeah.
Okay.
Our makeup person, Ashley Thomas, made that out of a plastic bag. She put a plastic bag and then lined it with all sorts of stuff so it wasn't like suffocating me. Cut some holes and then made this like latex Muckman head. And it was a great day. We just shot it in and around Brooklyn. I think it was right down the block from where the Wu-Tang shot a couple of their videos. So
nice.
Yeah, under the bridge.
Do you know?
How about the?
I'm sorry. Go
ahead.
No, do you know anybody? Because you're in the New York area, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know anybody.
So, listen. No. Do you know anybody by the name of Estelle Caswell?
No, not by that name.
Okay. But she works for Vox. It's my roommate's cousin, and she works in the city.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know that person, but Vox I know. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on, and you know. Yeah, it is what it is.
There's always something going on.
Always something going
on. How about the Johnny Bubba, that name? How did that come about?
Okay, so do you guys like wrestling?
I honestly never got into it, but I can appreciate it.
Okay, so the Iron Sheik gave me that nickname. He luckily he didn't call me a jabroni that day. But the reason why is because I was in Queens and somebody had a license plate that said fucking brony. It said jabroni, plain as day, and I of it and I sent it to I tagged whatever the Iron Sheik and I said, "Is this Hulk Hogan's car?" And he said, "Yes, Johnny Bubba, that is the Hulk Hogan's car." And when he called me Johnny Bubba, I said,
Hogan.
"Yeah," he said the Hulk Hogan. So I had to use that forever because Iron Sheik bestowed it upon me.
Right.
God bless him.
You can't reject that. You can't reject that.
Hell no.
God bless
And Deadpool said he purchased one and left you a little tip. Winky, winky.
Oh shit! It's all going to the cancer kids.
Yeah, and if he said it's true.
Yeah. Holy shit!
We got a wrestling connoisseur down here.
Yo, you're kidding me. The dude just did $500.
Yeah.
Oh, holy
fuck. Sounds like the Deadpool we know. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
What the fuck?
He's an awesome dude, man.
This is unreal. I mean, I got to find this guy for real and really thank him because when I put out the thank you of everybody who helped, I mean, that's going straight to St. Jude. So thank you so much. That's amazing. I appreciate it. Wow, that's humongous. That's crazy. Thank you.
Yeah, he's the most generous dude in the community, and it's amazing all the stuff he does to not just the creators.
Let's cancel Stevie Lou every episode.
Absolutely.
Wow, Deadpool, that's huge. Thank you so much.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's awesome, man.
Wait, even Stevie Lou just thanked him. Holy shit! Did we break kayfabe over here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, we're just sitting here.
You got what you asked for. Wasn't it worth it showing up on this
was
with all of us?
Fucking worth it. I can't even express to you. That's incredible. That's like, I mean, look, it was up there for weeks, and I felt that people hated children with cancer. And now suddenly this guy comes along and just drops a bomb. It's huge.
Good man.
Yeah, good guy.
I was a ginger, and I cut my hair off, and I send it to children that want to be bullied at school because I'm ginger. You don't want that on anybody else.
Wait, is that like
locks of
that was a joke.
Locks for
it was a joke. I thought you really did.
No. I shaved my head bald just so I could send my hair to children that want to be bullied.
He's just trying to look like me.
Whatever. No, but I'm glad he sent you the money. Look, yeah. Got this working. That's all that fucking matters.
Yeah. I know. Jerry's my husband. I don't know if you knew this or not.
No, you're not. No, we've not got married yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Stay tuned.
And not ever.
Not yet. Not ever.
No, we're going to go see Frankie.
Yeah, I'm going to go see Frankie, but I'm not sleeping in a bunk bed with you.
Yes, we are.
Why would I sleep in a bunk bed? We need to get a double king size, queen size.
Well, I mean, there's generally 2 beds in a hotel room, but we can.
I hope there's more than 2. Then that's a really bad hotel room. If they only have 2, come on.
Wow. So this Deadpool guy is a very generous guy. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What's going on with this generosity? I mean, not many people do that sort of thing. It's amazing.
He's a good man.
He's one of a kind.
Wow. Well, I really do
one
appreciate it,
literally.
Deadpool, wherever you are, whoever you are. That's really huge. That's really nice of you. It's gonna make me look good when I put up the receipt online and say, holy shit, this guy dropped $500. It's unreal.
Write it off on your taxes.
Well, yeah, that could exactly. I could do a fucking write-off over here too. Wow, he just made my year, my tax year.
Yeah, it's fucking right.
I know he's a lovely guy. He's the one that funds my alcohol addiction. That's why I can buy liters of vodka every day. Thank you to everybody that says with me.
You don't
Amazing.
even pay me for the dick pics, you asshole.
What dick pics? I get to see
You know
every
what I'm
day.
talking
You
about.
look
Don't
like a
act
massive
you don't know
dick.
what I'm talking about.
Amazing.
This is why you could never get married.
We're hitting 2 hours here, so I'm gonna go eat some steak. What do you say?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. If you have any plugs or thing you would like to shout out, go for it, man.
No, wait. Before that, how do you eat it?
Oh, shut up, Bobby.
How do I eat a steak?
Yes. How do you cook it?
Oh, I cook it. Tonight I have a minute steak, so they're just really thin. I put them on
Oh,
obviously
okay.
for a minute, just a little
All right.
salt, a little garlic.
Oh, God bless. All right. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead with your plugs, my son.
Yeah, that's it. Garlic, salt, and a little black pepper, and you're done. You don't need anything else in there.
Yep,
Where's the bell? So no, do it to just I guess look out for the Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs if we get renewed. I got Yuki and John's Patreon buffet, Yuki and John's podcast buffet, and I got a show in Brooklyn if anybody's local on August 19th at the Heart Bar with Round Eye, and we're going to be doing a lot of metal, we're going to be doing a lot of punk, and maybe one hip hop song for the Spookies crowd.
Nice.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
we appreciate you coming on, and
thank you guys so
That's
much.
awesome.
Apologize to old granddad hole over here. Sometimes when it's like this new roast battle shit. Well, not actually the 21st century thing. It's like sometimes you just say shit that's rude and think it's funny. I mean, Kevin Smith. I'm much more ugly than Kevin Smith. You could have said that I look like Clint Howard or something. Look at my fucking head.
I said nothing.
You got to get worse than Kevin Smith.
I'm so glad that you were showing up in the show and you stuck around for the whole show. And I've had a lovely time with you. I'm sure everybody else has had that. I'm glad you're here.
You're a gem, Jerry.
You're my favorite Brennan. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
My favorite Brennan.
Hell yeah. All right,
God
guys.
bless.
Thank you so much for having me. And again, Dead Fool, that's huge. It's so nice of you.
yeah,
So-
thanks again for coming on, and have a good one. And next time you got some updates, we'll have to have you back, brother.
Hell yeah. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Nice meeting
Yeah,
you,
thanks.
John. Have a good one.
How about you, Salad Bob, aka Silent Bob? You got any plugs for this week?
Yeah, you can
Jizz
check
in my
me out.
mouth.
That too. But yeah, you can check me out on No Filter with Andrew and Friends, the channel on YouTube. And
Never heard of it.
here.
Never been on it.
And BF Live every Monday at 12 Eastern.
Nice. And of course, check us out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern. On Wednesday, we have Kyoto Whiskers and Chris Abels.
Nice.
And then on Friday, we're going to have corn diff. We're going to have corn with our steaks. We're going to have corn diff propane. He's going to bring the pain. That's why he's got the name Pain and stuff or something.
Wait, say that again. Read from your.
No. I
Yeah,
can't
don't
redo
do
that. That was too good. No, it was too good the first time. We don't reshoot here. We stick with the failures. Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
QR
Bobby
code.
P.
Good job.
Bobby
Good
P.
job, Bobby P. Hey, Bobby P, why did you go out of your way to plug your boyfriend there and make him drum for the guy on our show?
Spicy Italians.
Fuck you, Bobby
My whole life, I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.